thought we were on fucking Lock and Keys. Here's what happened.
You go more that way. And it's down.
Yeah,
¿Cómo? Where are we? How is it looking?
It's crooked.
Yeah, it's a little crooked. So this end needs to go down.
Okay. Oh, no.
Well, now you went too far.
Ooh. Right there. Right. Look at it. Oh, yeah. Look at your phone.
It's not live yet. Or is it? Is it live?
Yeah.
You son of a bitch!
There's no way.
Zero.
Zero at this point.
God damn it.
I know you mean love.
We're live, pal.
We are. Yeah.
That doesn't even work.
Yeah, you may as well just take that all over there, man. Put that over
Yeah, just have everything right here.
Yeah.
Badass. Well, ready to record.
Arnold set up. Justin Verlander got hurt in the third inning. He's out of the game.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
That's why he was out.
Right calf discomfort. Which for a right-handed pitcher, that's not the end of the world. He pushes off on his left, but still, they have a deep rotation to where he needs some time off and he can take it.
That's true.
I got 5 other pitchers.
Did I leave my phone out there?
Probably.
I guess manages his sauce. Always milking it. I was like, I can make it, and I can't. But now I got a whole ass sauce with cheese.
Well, you still got fries, so.
Yeah, you're right.
You can sauce up your fries.
Let's get that out.
You would think. You would think it does.
Not down here.
Did you for real lose your phone?
Not that one right there?
That might be it.
By George.
Call yourself the whole answer.
Did you change the password to the HWR Gmail login?
You lock them out.
Yes. Can you type it in?
Sure.
You done got locked out.
I done got locked out. Really? All right.
Don't judge me, man. Did that camera get crooked again?
The Cero Miedo 69?
It should be, yeah.
If I just there we go.
Oh, man, that's 69. That's
Speaking of that, I might have a hot Billy damn take.
butter.
Oh, yeah?
Yes.
I might have a hot statement about
That's
someone in that match.
Okay.
You want the
I might be completely out of line, but that's what I'm here for.
Yeah.
you want it.
That's why you're here, right?
I'm the out of liner.
How's that?
All right. Now they go and then post that actual link now.
Is there a fake link?
No. I just posted a thing say, we're going to be online soon.
Sounds about right.
Down yonder. Down the way. You know, fat ass while we're recording.
Mm-hmm.
Soon has arrived.
Yeah. Wait, is this all out? All out. Yeah.
This is the shit you are, man. Grab a media scrum.
Mm-hmm.
Verlander with calf?
Right calf.
Calf what?
Right calf discomfort. What
Oh.
is that? This is the Astro saying about everything.
Sure. Well,
You can break your arm. Oh, right arm.
Verlander. I'm sure he had right calf discomfort once he married Kate Upton.
No.
Hey!
Mm. Gonna be that kind of day, ladies
I
and
got
gentlemen.
right calf discomfort when he married Kate Upton.
No, that was forearm.
Purple tunnel.
in one hand.
I'm
That's why you call you left-handed ghost.
I'm not ambidextrous at all.
I forgot. What did we call this place? Did we come up with like 2 or 3 different names?
Toy chest, I think.
The toy chest? Is that for sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
Look behind you.
Yeah.
It's for Mexicans. You can call it the parking lot at Home Depot.
Alright. Share. Hector. And then Arnold.
Hey, I'm back. I'm back.
Better than ever, motherfucker.
I didn't know that's not the actual song he came out to whenever that scene happened. It was the Back in Black by AC/DC, I think. Now when you see like videos of it, that's edited to put his new theme song.
Mm-hmm.
But apparently it was, I believe I'm not mistaken, Back in Black by AC/DC that it came out to.
Vince is a huge AC/DC fan, so that would not surprise me. But it's happened so long, and I've seen so many different versions of that video. It's hard to see what the original is.
Also, but due to copyright, even though AC/DC does SmackDown song, if you go back and watch Highway to Hell or SummerSlam, nowhere to be found in that song. It's all edited. As soon as anytime the oddities come out, they never play the ICP song. It's always like some random like noise and stuff. Going back and looking at it now, it's like dumb. Like you know what songs they're playing. Pay the damn bill.
Always keep the originals, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
VHS.
What episode number are we? 405?
405 live.
Okay, well then. Live from the toy chest somewhere in the greater Houston area. It's the 405th edition of Houston Wrestling Radio. This is Abel.
This is Chris. This is Hector.
This is Travis.
Yeah! Throw it up!
Not Travis. Arnold. And you know, we still didn't get the camera right after all that bullshit. It's like way too far this way. We don't even barely see Hector.
I'm dark already. So.
I can get up and move it if you want me to.
We don't need to see Hector.
Yeah, we don't have standards. Nobody watches it.
Nobody watches this. Anyway, if you're watching this live, thank you so much for tuning in and joining us. You can, you can log into your YouTube account, and then you can chat along with us in the live chat. I'll see it, and I'll try to involve you as best I can in the show. So feel free to just say hi, fact check, talk shit, ask questions, whatever. I'll see it, try to involve you. If you're not watching us live, that's okay. We can still interact with you on Facebook, facebook.com/Houston Wrestling Radio, or just drop a comment down below. Make sure you like and subscribe. What do we got? All of us are here. The gang's all here. It's been a while.
Shit. Something has to be happening for all of us to be here.
I know, right?
So,
On a Sunday.
we got a couple of lovebirds in here, so I'm going to start this off right. It's been a year. Thumbs up or thumbs down on CM Punk's run in AEW? Ooh. Looking at the two lovebirds over here in the Astros garb. That we're all about, oh my God, CM Punk!
I almost wore my CM Punk shirt.
Oh my God!
Everyone put their thumbs.
It's a little.
All right, on the count of 3.
Each.
1,
Me.
2,
Side.
3. Wow! All of us have thumbs down.
Such disappointment.
Explain yourself, CM Punk lover.
I don't know if I can because it's still there to want. Like I feel like we haven't gotten like what we wanted out of it, and it's a year in. That's very disappointing because he was the champion up until this week, and it's still not like he wasn't there.
Yeah.
Like maybe the injuries, maybe I don't know. Maybe all the backstage stories that we keep hearing and stuff like that. Like yeah, maybe Triple H was right about him the whole time. He was kind of a dick.
Well, yeah. A lot of that is that, well, maybe he is a bit of a dick. And, I'm kind of feeling the same way how I felt before when it was, Bret, right? Bret Hart, my favorite wrestler of all time, but they wound up being kind of a dick. Wound up being Mr. Bitter, like bitter about everything. And, man, he kind of...
Rightfully or wrongfully?
I would say 50-50.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll give you that.
It's 50-50. But that doesn't change the fact that he was a bitter old man, and like, damn, I fell in love with CM Punk, and now CM Punk's kind of doing the same thing. Is he a bitter old man? Is he gonna blame all of his woes on like these injuries? You know, and God, it sucks. And it's like, okay, there's a greater story to the seed of what's going on with Punk, right? The greater story is the dissension in the AEW locker room. Is it birthed from Punk, or is Punk just part of the menagerie of all the bullshit that's going on allegedly backstage? Because I didn't really want to believe it the same way how I didn't really want to believe the stuff with MJF, like all that. Oh, Sean Ross said that MJF is gonna blah blah blah, and I was like, nah, this is a work, this is a work, this is a work, this is a work. And so far, it seems like it's not a work, you know. So did Eddie Kingston really smack the shit out of Sammy? Did CM Punk really that big of a fucking
Thunder Rosa hide in the bathroom?
Did Thunder Rosa hide? Is Tony really not? Does he really not have the reins on the locker room? Like what the fuck is Kenny Omega really lambasting everyone and saying that they suck and maybe they improve and this that? Like what the fuck is actually going on backstage at AEW?
It's funny you mentioned the comparison because as much as I don't want to see AEW this way, CM Punk's year felt about the same as Bret Hart's WCW run. He got there, fanfare, oh man, I'm ready for something different, and then by the end of it, it's like a whimper. I did not expect Bret Hart's career to end the way it did, like so suddenly almost. So then when you're looking at Punk, and then all of a sudden, oh, he's finally got the belt, and he breaks his foot. Fuck. Yeah. He comes back, and then in the first match, and he's out in 3 minutes.
No one even.
And the sell job. In my opinion, the sell job he did of turning back when the camera was on and turning back to the ring after he's getting carried out by everybody. If this is the end, if this is Punk too hurt and they don't want to have the interim belt floating around for too long and he needs more time, or if there's so much drama in the back and CM Punk is that stir of the pot that we just need to take that spoon out and throw it, I don't know. But right now, AEW to me is doing what it does best, and it's playing off the emotions of wrestling fans that are really devoted to their product. Because now you're wondering what the fuck is next.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, there you go. You don't know.
I don't really know. No, but overall, like before the injury, who would he have next? Honestly,
at that time.
And see, that goes back to the whole thing with MJF.
Yeah.
These seeds are planted a little bit further because it was supposed to be Punk and MJF, we're having like this big ass blow off, and then once they had a blow off, it was supposed to be kind of Wardlow getting in there, and then we were supposed to have a longer thing with Mox and a longer thing with Hangman. Hangman still hasn't gotten a rematch at all.
Oh,
apparently it was
him on Wednesday.
Yeah.
Even though he's ranked number 1 right now.
Yeah. So I don't know, man. It seems like there was a lot of audibles that were called that I don't know where the chaos is stemming from, and is it stemming from Punk? I don't know. But overall, we all sat here, we all gave it a thumbs down. So far, this run for Punk and AEW, it's been disappointing, man.
Very, very disappointing.
It's not that I don't like CM Punk. It's that we never gotten past the
honeymoon phase. I guess
it's not even that. It's that we didn't even get on the plane to get to the hotel to check into the honeymoon.
Yeah.
Like we haven't been in the room just bam bam for 34 minutes yet. Like
it's been 9 months from the first night he showed up in Chicago to all that adulation. You didn't rub a couple out,
and about 7 months of that. 7 months of that was, wow, I'm really glad to be here. Wow, I'm really glad to be here. I'm going to milk this. You guys are going to get tired of me saying this. Wow, I'm really glad to be here.
Let me wrestle some rookies.
All right, cool. You're all right. I like it. Yeah, sure. I'm glad that you're here. When are we really going to get it? And we never were like right when we did, which was at
MJF was the only solid program that actually had any substance.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Yeah. And it's like even getting into Double or Nothing. That was a great match. It's like, okay, we're past the, hey, I'm really happy to be here phase. And then, boom, that's what the shit is, man.
Hot take. He would have been better off signing for WWE.
Doing what?
Sports entertaining.
If he shows up in August of last year, do you have him going over Roman Reigns at SummerSlam, Survivor Series, Royal Rumble,
WrestleMania. He would be the one to take the belt off of. You give him the main event and then pay it off. I think that would have been perfect, actually. Him winning the Rumble, and then him beating Roman.
This past Mania.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Maybe.
that would have been perfect.
Now I don't see it.
No,
I don't see it. He's been so tarnished and so diminished because of, and I'm not gonna say because of the way AEW's handled it, more like how he's handled himself. You know, but dude, he's tarnished. Like I don't think he can go to WWE and be as big of a star as he was now 5, 6, 7, 10 years ago. You know, if he were to go back to WWE, he's gonna be like HBK, behind the scenes helping training and all that stuff.
When was the last time you heard the dreaded CM Punk chat on WWE?
It hasn't happened. No, because he's here, but he's in AEW, and now it's like wet fart in church. You know, it's like, oh, well, this is what we wanted, but it's not really what we wanted. And the moment's passed.
Because even at that time, if he would have signed with WWE, one, Vince was in control.
Oh yeah,
and two, I think at that time it was Roman with one belt and Brock with the other.
Yeah.
Right.
Honestly, he could have gone over on either one of them. There'd be more opportunities for him to thrive
if
there.
you built him the way, like if he came back to WWE, never went to AEW,
The way he was,
the way he left,
yeah.
as hot as he was, maybe. I don't think Vince would have done that.
Maybe over Brock.
And even now, fast forward a year, now that Triple H is in charge, we all love that Triple H is in charge. But the reason why he wanted to leave in the first place was because of fucking Triple H.
But I'll give you this. I think Triple H is going to have something that McMahon doesn't have. And that's like, he'll be willing to be what's best for business. I think he'll be able to set his personal feelings aside or his like a lot of shit to give opportunity to people he doesn't even mean.
But I don't think Punk would.
No.
Punk would holds a grudge.
Yeah.
He's a bitter old man, the same way how Bret Hart is. That fucked up Bret Hart's career. It's that same stubbornness. It's gonna fuck up CM Punk's career. And everybody I love.
But is Punk's stubbornness directed towards Triple H more than Vince?
Yes, because
at that point,
him and Vince have
who's the one that sent him the fiery papers on his wedding day? Triple H or Vince McMahon?
Laurinaitis, wasn't it?
Laurinaitis.
Yeah, that's semantics. Because I think it's really like he said, like Vince McMahon cried whenever he walked out. Like he didn't want him to walk. He saw how much money he was making on. He saw he was a good dude, but it was just a thing with Triple H or whatever. Now I think Triple H would go like, I don't like you, but I'm pushing you because everyone else likes you. Yeah. It just was like this that happened last year. I think now Triple H is like, yeah, look, the fuck, I told you.
Yeah.
Like you can still sell merch, but that's it.
Let's keep this going. Is CM Punk the biggest issue in AEW right now?
I don't think so.
I don't know.
What is it then?
I would have to say management. There's so much behind the scenes that is going on that would be the thing there, because AEW is run by wrestlers.
Yeah.
No head, and WWE now is run by a wrestler, but how many years did he spend?
And there's a definitive leader.
Yeah.
He's the guy.
He earned his stripes.
Yeah.
And AEW is like, okay, here's the point I want you to hit. Get me there.
Mm-hmm.
Like, but if you end up doing something wrong, it's on you now.
And I guess maybe TK just isn't that kind of guy.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe that's what the problem is. Like TK is the de facto leader, but maybe he's just not leadership quality. He's great at booking, great at creative, has a passion for the business.
He's got the money. Is what he
is not a president of a wrestling company. He is an investor.
Yeah.
That's his position. That should be what he does. Because right now, if he still has hands in Jacksonville Jaguars, if he still has hands in was it Fulham Football Club or what is it? The football team overseas? FC? Yeah. That's already enough on your plate. And then with AEW, if you're trying to consistently do it full time, that's a fucking buffet.
And that's not even counting Ring of Honor.
Ring of Honor. So
and I think he lost that right hand man when Cody left. Because all of these issues that started popping up within the last few months. Right? In the last few months, that's when Cody left.
It's kind of like Cody saw the writing on the wall. And he's like, this shit is getting out of hand. I'm getting the fuck out. So I'm gonna go see if I could swim over there with the sharks. And he did it until he fucking tore his back.
Maybe it is, or maybe all of these issues are because Cody left.
That could be true.
I don't know, but the timing lines up either way. Either way.
Cody did say it in that Stone Cold podcast. That
the EVP.
Yeah, he's like, I wouldn't do that anymore.
Yeah.
Like he couldn't handle it.
Yeah.
So it was too much on his plate, and he would see like, I wish I'm good, but for me, I don't ever want to be in management again.
Yeah. I think the egos of Kenny Omega and Young Bucks are starting to get to them. It's starting to affect them. Because apparently in that meeting they were the most vocal one, and then apparently Kenny Omega just shit on everybody.
Yeah.
It's one thing for Kenny to be in charge of the women's division and the Young Bucks to be in charge of like the tag division booking, and something else to label them as the EVP. They shouldn't have that kind of
to start a company.
Yeah.
You don't. It's like Richie Rich. You know, just kind of like, hey, you know what? Here, you own this. You're the manager of this. It's literally what's on the TK1.
If Cody was the right hand man because of Cody's experience, because he being a Rhodes, the one person that I would have thought could have followed that up would have been CM Punk, because he was under Paul Heyman. So Paul Heyman taught him every single aspect of television, pre-production, laying out spots, the right camera work.
Yeah.
Dude, right now, I could already pick off 2 examples. The Acclaim reuniting with Daddy Ass. Those camera angles were god awful, and the announcers were just talking over the moment instead of letting the moment happen. There was another spot in that same episode where Jericho was beating up on Bryan Danielson after the Iron Man match, and or the 2 out of 3 falls, and then Garcia pulled Jericho off of him. That was also done horribly, as far as production-wise, as far as the announcers not knowing when to lay out.
Yeah.
Somebody like Punk that has the experience of doing that backstage, that wouldn't have happened. Yeah. And I don't think there's anybody back there in that aspect that is competent enough to put out programming like that.
Because nobody's wrangling JR. JR,
Somebody should be wrangling.
Nobody is. They're just like,
but he has great moments though. That segment with the Acclaim, he tells that, please don't ever ask to scissor me. Yeah. and then when JR's going, listen, that's fucking funny, dude.
That's back in the day, whenever the DX did the nation, he's like, I'm Mizzo, the king, and he was saying, I'm like, he was trying to talk like, whatever, like that. JR is going to be JR, but JR also says, yeah, why hasn't Ospreay signed? Sign him!
No! Taz is starting to have those moments on Dynamite too, where you're like, oh, thank God he's on commentary. I think that's the bigger issue. Talent, and I hate to sound like a corporate guy, talent comes and goes. The product that you put on 2 hours on Wednesday, if it's consistent and it's good, you might want to watch the 1 hour on Friday. Who watched the 1 hour on Friday last Friday? Raise your hand. Thank you.
I enjoyed the fuck out of the SmackDown, and I was like, I'm tired.
3 hours a day of wrestling is a lot. We complained about Raw for the last 4 years on this podcast.
Raw
so 2 good hours is
still too much.
So 2 good hours down, and my meter's full. Like, I'm done.
Yeah.
Sorry, Rampage.
Yeah.
What do you think the biggest problem is in AEW, if it isn't Punk?
I gotta echo what Hector said. It's somebody's not running the show. And is that a failure on TK? It might be. Is it just of absence of Kenny or an absence of Cody? It might be. With Kenny back, hopefully that changes things. But it sounds like he ruffled some feathers, right?
Yeah.
But Cody, you're just not going to get Cody back. TK, does he just need to learn how to be a better people manager? Yeah, I mean, it's one thing to be an investor. It's one thing to be a showrunner. It's one thing to be a booker. It's one thing to sign contracts. It's one thing to do creative. But managing people is something completely different. And that's what he has to be. He needs to manage his people.
And he can't manage if he's a fan of everyone because oh my God, he saw ECW live in the ECW Arena in 1996. So he's kind of a fan. Yeah, sure. At some point, you got to put your business hat and tie on and lay down business.
And if he needs people in charge of the certain teams, right? Like people in charge of commentary, people in charge of production, people in charge of the backstage wrestlers, the talent relations, whatever. Right?
Daniels, Madison Rain, I forget the 2 other names that were on the list.
Wasn't Lethal
Yeah.
one of them?
Sanjay.
No,
Oh,
Sanjay.
Sanjay.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. Maybe they're just not doing their jobs, or maybe they're just barely getting their feet wet and they
I think
haven't got
that's
their
what it
legs under them. Like,
So initially, it was the EVPs and Tony would run it. And apparently, sometime last year, Tony's like, you know what? No, I'm running it. Y'all just be whatever. EVPs as a title only, but
right?
just do whatever y'all gotta do. Somewhere along the line, he's like, oh shit, I need help again.
Yeah.
Like that's where we are right now.
Yeah.
Honestly, and I never wanted to say this because I wanted AEW to thrive, but I was always afraid of the shiny new toy wearing off.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, I don't think we're there yet because if they just shut the fuck up and keep putting on bangers, none of this, like, I think even matters.
We were talking about this at work. Sorry, guys.
Yeah. Like,
Yeah.
this is to watch good ass wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
Don't try to change it.
Well, the specific conversation that we had was AEW needs to stop mentioning WWE.
Oh god.
WWE is just doing good. And at one point, it made sense because they were the underdog. Hey, if you want an alternative to WWE that sucks, come watch us because we're better. Like, okay, cool. But you can't do that now because over the last month, oh my God, WWE's gotten so much better. So Moxley talking shit about the other guys, bro, it doesn't work. Shut up. They're good now. They're good. Now you just need to be good so that y'all both be good. No more of that. Sports entertainer shit. You know?
Did you see the rest of that promo? Fucking Moxley bled after that promo, and he was just holding the mic.
He didn't bleed for the match, but he bled for the promo. That sounds about mine.
That sounds about Mox.
So on that note, what was even worse about it is that he was like, you don't want to listen to some old man. Like, dude, Vince McMahon's been gone for a month.
Yeah.
Like, dude, read the room. Like, that was just a bad call. And at some point, some people were like, all right.
He read the room. It was Ohio. He thought he could get away with it. WWE.
Yes.
Favorite return so far?
Oh, hands down, Gargano.
What?
Yeah.
Defend yourself.
That pop was amazing. I still get goosebumps thinking about it. I wasn't expecting it. And just you're talking about production. Let production get out of the way. Bro, just play the music. Everybody shut the fuck up. What?
Yeah.
Oh shit. There wasn't none of this, rumors and oh man, it's gonna be tonight, this and that. No, just a straight up surprise out of nowhere. Perfect. Magnificent.
And off the bat, he proves Vince McMahon wrong of you can't be a star in NXT and come on, you gotta earn your way up here. He ain't done a single shit on the main roster. I mean, aside from that little January thing in 2019 or whatever, but if you take that out, delete that completely. He literally walked up after leaving NXT 8 months ago. It came out the biggest pop I've heard on Raw since I don't know how long I've heard a pop that big. But it proves it. No, just you can use the clout from NXT.
Yes, you can use the clout from NXT, and that's what also made this so good because they acknowledge the clout from NXT. We haven't seen that since the debut of fucking Owens.
Yeah.
Right? If somebody just shows up on the main roster, they got called up. Their name changed. Nothing matters that they did in NXT. Nobody cares. You lose your last name.
Demolition Cross.
It doesn't matter. But no, man, with him, you can tell it was the Triple H's all right, this is my era now. We're calling up my NXT folks, and you know what? All the NXT stuff. That was badass.
Yours.
I think I have to go back to SummerSlam. I like Bayley's return.
Yeah.
The anticipation for me is okay, Bianca, she already won. Who's next?
What's next?
And you would think, well, actually, who would have been next there? She already had beaten everybody.
Charlotte would have came back.
No.
But just the return for her, I was like, all right, finally, I get to see her.
Yeah.
And then the surprise after that, her bringing her stable, oh shit. I was expecting one call up from NXT, but I wasn't expecting them bringing a girl fired.
Yeah.
So it was
someone that she had pitched, and Vince McMahon had said no.
Yeah.
That exact stable, he pitched it, and Vince McMahon was like, no.
It wouldn't work.
Literally, the first thing to make in charge. Yeah, come up here.
So that for me, it was Bayley.
Okay. Damn. I'm gonna go out. I'll let field in because I don't think y'all are gonna see this coming. Oh God. Money. Hit row. You know,
I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm not saying you're wrong. I liked it.
As a business on free public television,
Mhm.
people of color are gonna want someone to root
Yes,
for.
yes.
And Street Profits, you never know what brand they're on. They're back and forth. They're everywhere. Hit Row, I within 60 seconds, I was like, I don't miss Swerveville. And that's not a slight to Swerve. That's not a slight to Swerve because I know what Swerve value is.
Damn.
And I was worried when they first debuted on SmackDown that he was going to overshadow everyone and the rest were going to get cut and he was going to get put over on 205 Live. But now, with Hit Row the way it is, P-Fab's back, their original music's back with her on vocals, the cypher that they did last week, and they're actually giving them time. Kids show. So kids have to see things put together. So when Street Profits are doing new Hit Row's gimmick, oh, I can like Hit Row because Street Profits are liking Hit Row and I like Street Profits. So they just the merger just fit perfectly. And there's a lot to offer. Top Dollar is probably going to be the one to break out. But man, and we said this back in the day. I see what's going to take a little bit longer because she's been gone for that long. But I see B-Fab being about as meaningful to SmackDown as Jade Cargill is to the TBS title and the women's division because they both are tall, powerful black women that stand out on their own with their own identity and their own charisma, and they just say, "Fuck it." Yes, they have it oozes. You look at them and you're like, "I'm not fucking with those bitches." No. Hit Row. I'm assuming Gargano's your pick also because you and him were like.
Mine is actually a combination of both of theirs for two different reasons. Bailey was my Triple H is in charge. Like that was my breath of fresh air. Like because that started SummerSlam. SummerSlam started with a fucking banger of a match, and it just kept getting bigger and bigger. Like the climax kept.
Imagínate if Becky wasn't hurt right now.
Shit, that would be so fucking great.
Yeah.
But yeah, like when I first heard Bailey's music, I forgot what her theme song was. I was like, who the fuck is that? Yeah. Honestly,
Rollins?
I thought it was Sasha. I'm like, is that no. I was like, fuck yeah. And then when the rest of it came out, I was like, how many times, for years, how many times was I the fucking Dakota Kai mark here? Like, I was screaming at how good she was.
Your penis style kick.
Yes, yeah. And then Io, oh my God. Dude, they did the name change and nobody cares.
That's good enough.
Yeah. They didn't change something like wow. It's Sky. Cool. It's easier for me to say. So, like,
from the moment that they acknowledged that she existed in NXT, you could forgive that.
No matter,
yeah. And that's how. And I think we're letting a lot of the stuff roll off our shoulders because they're doing things that we've been asking for that they didn't do with the NXT people coming up. I know recently. In the beginning, Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens, Samoa Joe, Shinsuke Nakamura, you knew them from NXT. That's their work was from there, if not from wherever else they came from.
Yeah.
But lately, the NXT people theory, you know.
And then I was because I wasn't done. The Gargano thing, I fucked up and it was spoiled for me like 5 minutes before I was like, because I just looked up on Facebook, I saw the word Gargano on a Titantron. I was like, damn it! And Bianca's like, what? She's like, that's something spoiled. She's like, are you gonna watch it still? I'm like, yeah, I'm still gonna watch it. But I love that I still wasn't ready for it when it happened because even they didn't say how it happened. It came back from commercial break. All of a sudden, cool. Oh shit! That's what happened. I still popped when it was spoiled. That's how good of a fucking like moment it was. I was just like, I just shit-eating grin, dude. I was just so fucking happy. And then that's when I was nervous. Because Johnny Gargano's always been okay at promo.
Okay, yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
He started talking, I was waiting for the flub. Didn't really happen. He's got like another sense
waiting for the flow.
Yeah, he's got like a new sense of confidence, like
just being himself, no pressure, nobody telling him what to do.
No, he's just like cool,
make this point,
do
it how you're gonna do.
Yeah. What is it called? Honorable mention: Dexter Lumis. Man, what the fuck? That shit is so fun. That shit is so fun.
Are you, as a wrestling fan of 15, 20 years, setting your expectations too high for this new era of Triple H right now.
I know that I am, but I know, like, I'm expecting every Raw to have something like, whoa, and I'm expecting every SmackDown to have something of note. So I'm like, yeah, I know that I'm building that expectation, but fuck it. I mean, why not have expectations?
I think Triple H is gonna be the person that we want DK to become for AEW. But yeah, my expectations are way fucking high.
Because of how low they were also.
Yes.
It's like,
Like they were due.
yeah. Like, Abel stopped watching WWE. That's not like gloss over that. Like,
I completely stopped watching for about a year.
Same thing, because as soon as I saw SummerSlam, I was like, all right, I'm watching Raw next day. What's gonna happen?
You could have gone. Did you go?
No.
I was there yet.
Yeah. And you can tell also too, we weren't ready as a city either. Because we were still like, oh,
We were dead.
yeah. Because
I'm glad I wasn't there. I would have cut out a lot of people.
You know what it was? It was the first healthy relationship you're in after a toxic one.
You don't know what to do.
You don't know what
You're
to
expecting
do.
to fight.
Yeah. Huh? Do I clap? Are you gonna take them away if I clap too much?
Am I clapping too hard?
Yeah. Are you gonna change their name? No. Okay.
Wait,
So like the next week, everyone's like, "Fuck yeah!" Like next time they come to Houston, it's gonna be fucking loud as fuck.
you get that traumatized of 2 weeks push.
Yeah.
Guys, after the 2 weeks, and he's still up.
Oh shit!
On that note, are any of y'all hesitant on Carry On Cross?
None at all.
No.
That is
No.
great example of what Triple H is doing because I'm like, oh no, please don't fuck him up. But you can't fuck him up.
No, but here's the problem. That was unfuckable. It was so easy. Cross, Scarlet, intro, match, promo, done. 3 times on television, you will know to be afraid of that guy.
Yeah.
If you're an audience, a kid in the crowd, you know, don't mess with that guy. And you put S&M gear on it. No, how? The sexy one. You didn't put the S&M stuff on the sexy one. How do you fuck that up?
You didn't even bring the sexy one. It was him.
You that hadn't watched WWE before Triple H took over. How is your WWE diet now, a month in with Triple H?
I am slowly reacclimating to eating again. Little nibbles, right? Like if you ever seen or watched somebody that did like a hunger strike, right? After a hunger strike, you know, you're doing it for like several days. You can't just go and like eat a fucking burger, right? Because it'll make you sick, slow, right? You gotta do a little bit of time so you can get back to, you know, your regular. That's kind of where I'm at now. Did I watch the Raw in Houston? No, I didn't. I was like, I'm gonna give it some time, and then I was like, okay, let me
go back a little further. Did you watch SummerSlam?
No, I still haven't watched SummerSlam.
Wow, so you haven't even touched. You were touching the plate when everyone else was.
Well, I mean, I knew everything that happened because you were working.
Yeah, you were working that night.
I knew exactly what went down. Well, okay, I didn't sit down and watch SummerSlam, but yeah, you're right. I was working UPW, and some of the boys in the back were watching on their phones.
So I spoiled it too. I got
to see the last half, or no, the middle of the main event. So Rock coming out with the tractor, and then the attempted cash in, and then that's what I was like, attempted cash in, this is bullshit. Then whatever.
He was like, here, here's the next play. Everybody's doing it, and he's in the background. He was
like the cat.
You're gonna.
So yeah, that's where I'm at. And I watched all the Raw. I watched all the SmackDown this week.
Okay. So you and we had this conversation at work about the G1. Yeah. About the Japanese and how does Okada really need to win another G1 because the last year's was all bluff. Where's New Japan at with you right now?
Well, I took a break after the G1. Literally. I was like, all right, let me cool down a little bit. The show leading up, it had so many storylines in there. Like the biggest upset on G1 right now that they're carrying over. Jonah beating Okada.
Oh, wait,
really?
Jonah?
Jonah.
Wow.
He was the only one to take him out.
So he's getting a title match at the next paper at one of the events.
Shot, probably.
Does that elevate him more or hurt Okada more? Like,
Oh, it doesn't hurt Okada at all.
Okay, good.
It's a New Japan thing where whoever has the title, the one loss or two losses that he has, those are number one contenders for like the B level pay per views, like Kings of Wrestling,
Yeah, okay, cool.
or the Dominion stuff like that. So I need to watch that.
Yeah, it's actually pretty good. The way they make him look, Jonah, you see Jonah,
He's
big.
a bitch. He's big but short.
Yeah,
The way I like that they do the going to production, the production aspect of New Japan. When Jonah goes into the middle and he does one stop, everybody shakes. You just hear Kelly and like, oh my god, my monitor just
Like that's I love that because back in the day, before I ever went to any live event, I believed what they would tell on the announcement that Undertaker would make it so cold in the arena, like, oh, it's so cold in here. And I was just like, damn, I want to see that when it cranked that when I'm older. I finally got to see him WrestleMania 30, whatever.
by then he was in hot mode.
No, I was like,
pyro everywhere.
I was like, hey, man, what is cold?
You can feel the pyro from the parking lot.
I was crying my ass off. Still, it was hot.
So you have Jonah beating Okada. You have Phantasmo beating Shingo. So now Phantasmo is calling himself Shingo's daddy, which he's trying to make a shirt out of it, but it's very disrespectful in Japan.
Yeah.
David Finlay was the breakout star of this tournament.
Okay.
He had stories with, of course, Juice.
Mm-hmm.
He beat the shit out of Juice. He beat up Shingo. He beat up Osprey. When he took out Juice, he took out that belt.
Mm-hmm.
And he carried it with him. Was like, I know I'm not the real champion, but Osprey, you're next. If you want it, come and take it from me. He beat Osprey. And then he gave him his belt, like, I'll be the first one to take that off of you. Archer, and actually ended up making a good showing.
Okay.
His match,
Yeah.
his match with Okada was actually pretty good. Lawler had some good outbursts here and there, but Naito, Zack Sabre Jr., their match from the history from King's the New Japan Cup carried over. So Naito was the one to give him the loss, and freaking Zack Sabre Jr. ended up losing his shit.
He tore a tantrum back there. I saw that. Yeah.
So finals of those blocks, it was Naito and Osprey, and that's my match for y'all to see.
For G1?
Yeah.
If this was a match of the week or match of the year contender for New Japan, that's your pick right now.
What is our match of the year
Nothing.
contender for New Japan?
Nothing.
Really?
Yeah.
Watch it, see if we can put it on the list.
Okay. Was there another one that, like you had said, maybe earlier in the year, like, hey, you need to watch it, put it on the list?
Yeah, there's one. And I didn't. I hesitated because rose tinted glasses. That was the first match of the year that I saw for Japan. I didn't want to just throw it out there on a technicality. Eddie Kingston and Tomohiro Ishii.
Oh,
Okay.
ouch.
The first thing our friend here, our fearless leader, would say is, "It's for nothing. There's no title. There's no main event. There's also no fucking pressure
Yeah.
to have to main event, to be out there, to set expectations high. You just go in there with a blank slate, and they carve that fucker up."
I want to see that now because that is one star. That's one wrestler that I can fully say I'm 180ing on. Eddie Kingston, I just couldn't get behind it. I just like he's just not like a wrestler, and like he didn't act like a wrestler. He just feels like a guy that
From
like,
the street.
Yeah. He just felt like a guy that like, hey, he knows a lot of people, and a lot of friends. So they're letting him do something.
Let him play wrestling.
Yeah. He was always in the Indies. Let him get some money now. You know what I mean? But now I'm like, dude, I fucking like him. Like his promos, you can tell they're so fireful that they almost go off the rails because he's just like him live is something I'm scared of.
You can tell what's real and what's memorized for him, and that's a sign of a fucking promo. But don't call him fat.
No. Don't tell him. Don't not tell him that you're gonna call him fat. You can call him fat as long as you warn him.
Yeah.
But like,
is there anyone from New Japan you like?
Now that's a tricky question because AEW basically just said they're ours too now. So I don't know. Like, I want to say after this week, I want to say Will Ospreay. Is he a New Japan guy?
Yeah.
Then Will Ospreay. Fuck. Every
Don't ask JR that.
If anything, wait till Wednesday.
Every single Will
Oh,
Ospreay
yeah.
match that I've seen, I've been standing up for it by the end of the match.
Wow.
Did you ever see the Osprey Ricochet?
Yes, I saw half of it. The fun part.
Yeah, the fun part. It keeps going.
Yeah, yeah.
It's a little weird because there's no commentary, but
Yeah.
that's like one of the few matches where like, man, I'm gonna
don't
put shit on me.
Yeah, you don't need commentary for matches like that. Which, again, that's matches like that in my matches of the week pick we'll get to it, but he's part of it. So,
All right.
spoiler alert.
Yeah, thank you. Let's pause just for 1 second. Now that we talked about the New Japan stuff, we talked a little bit about AEW. We talked a little bit about WWE. Randy, hi Randy, in the live chat, she says, if you wanted to recommend a company to a wrestling virgin, who would you choose? WWE, AEW, and I'm gonna add in there New Japan. As of right
I don't think if you
now,
would have asked me that
as
question
of
a
right
month ago.
now.
I'll take up the argument for New Japan.
Okay, please.
One of y'all talk about the other one. But New Japan for me is, I would say rewatch this past G1 because it still holds up. It's easy for us to get into it because beginning of it is, all right, you got these, 16 contenders.
Yeah.
So you have 4 sections. You have time to go through the stories. And the overall aspect of it is they don't do a lot of entertaining stuff to plead to the story in the match. They don't showboat or anything like that. They tell you their story through the matches.
Yeah,
through the actual fighting.
Through the actual fight. By the end of the tournament, you figure it out. Okay, this guy's going against this guy next time. You already have everything planned out for the rest of the year.
And you figure out their courts
Yes.
too. So on that, I would actually say, if you were to ask me, my dad were still alive, and my dad, hey, what wrestling show I want to watch? I know exactly what I would say, and I would say New Japan because I was raised on Lucha Libre, and that's not exactly the same wrestling style, but it's sort of the same vibe of like you don't need anything else but what's inside of that fucking ring, and like they tell stories in the ring without telling stories outside of the ring. So I would say, yeah, that's actually really good. If you're talking about wrestling,
Okay.
Yeah. No promos needed.
yeah.
The answer is none. We had this conversation in the year in review where, hey, introduce somebody that hasn't watched wrestling to 4 or 5 matches to make them understand why you like wrestling as much as you do. I'm not going to set up someone that doesn't know what wrestling is to one particular company because you want them to watch as much wrestling as they can to get all the meats of the wrestling stew.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't pick a company. I would pick 2 or 3 matches for them to just watch, for them to understand whether wrestling is comedy with Santino and the Snake, whether it's gymnastics like Osprey and fucking King Ricochet, if it's storytelling like Dusty versus Cody from Double or Nothing, or if it's pomp and circumstance like fucking Roman and Brock. Yeah.
Tractor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Something to let them know, oh, this is wrestling now. Oh, this is also wrestling. That's wrestling? You know, a women's match to see that women can do the stuff that men do. I would actually start with a women's match first to throw them completely off and be like, oh shit, Bailey Sasha 30-minute Iron Women match. I didn't know women could do this.
Yeah.
I didn't know women do this now. I grew up on Miss Elizabeth and Sensational Sherry, or I remember China.
The Divas?
Yeah, I remember China. This is completely new. Like I wouldn't segregate them to a brand. I would just segregate them to wrestling as a whole. Stuff that we like and see if they understand. You want a good story? Fuck it. Omega Okada 3 from G1. Commentary before the bell even rings, a rookie will know exactly why they're watching this match. And those 28 minutes, if they're not standing up, pull them.
What's wrong with them?
I dabble in everything. I wouldn't tie them into just one show and just sit to this. You got to start them very slow. Wrestling virgins, you bombard them with one show, dude. If you get somebody that doesn't watch wrestling, you sit them in front of a TV for 3 hours of Raw. What do you think they're gonna do to them?
Check the fuck out.
Holy, one match at a time.
Yeah, and see, that's the other interesting part about this question because she didn't.
I want to piss Randy off a little bit by not answering.
She didn't specify like she said what company, not necessarily what show or one match or this and that. So like if I were to assume what my wife means.
Which
I would, I would assume she means you want somebody to sit down and watch a Raw, a SmackDown, or a AEW or Rampage. And I would probably go with Dynamite. That's what I would go with if I had to pick it that way. I like what you're saying, Chris, and I agree with you. But if I had to pick,
give her 3 Red Bulls.
Yeah.
Because Dynamite, that's the other part. Yeah, nothing marinates. You go one thing to the next, to the next, to the next, to the next.
My caveat though is I'd have to be there to explain what the fucking Orange Cassidy is.
Yeah.
Because like we think it's hilarious, we think it's great. Everybody loves Orange Cassidy, but you don't get. And I had to also sit there and explain what a scissor me daddy ass is. Or a Dan or a Dan
I still don't get.
This will be on TikTok in 3 months. I promise you.
Why is that so wet?
It's been a long weekend, brother.
And it ain't over. I would wait until about April and have that person see WrestleMania for the first time.
Okay, fair.
Because that's got everything in it.
If you want to play it that way, here's another alternate answer. How do you get a virgin wrestling person interested in wrestling? UPW, ROW, Brawl Live. Take them so that they can see it in person.
It's so different.
See it in person. Like if you sometimes. Oh man, how do you get somebody to watching baseball? Bro, let's go to Minute Maid. $1 hot dogs on Tuesdays. We'll go drink it at 8th Wonder when you're done. You leave the ballpark, you're like, wow, this was awesome.
Yeah.
Even if it's slow, even if it's boring, just the aspect, the ambiance of being there in person. Yeah, and then you want to start slowly, it's in the back of your head, slowly you want to do more with it. Then a year and a half later, they look like you.
Yeah. I didn't like baseball until last year.
Till they signed Kate Upton's husband.
Yeah. Beat you, bandwagoner.
All right.
Do we have the Dodgers flag in frame here?
No. Thank God we don't.
No.
It would be so weird to hear.
Match of the week candidate.
Oh shit.
Whew. I have to go with Aussie Open. Is it Aussie Open?
Yeah, it's
the trios, Aussie Open.
Aussie Open,
United Nations.
Yeah,
United Nations.
United Empire.
United Empire.
Sure. Yeah. United Airlines.
Empire versus Veteran World War II.
So that's my pick as well.
However,
you're
gonna put us in our place by talking about Claudio Castagnoli.
No, I was, but no, not for match of the week.
Okay.
Stuff. But yes, that's my match of the week pick as well.
That is hands down my match of the week pick. Can I delve into why?
Please.
Alcohol.
For one, me too. You got me.
You like when it's crackberry, it's cider.
As I said,
alcohol, no.
Okay.
Smoke up to the fuck with the beer.
You like a water?
Well, alcohol.
It's an alcoholic water.
Oh, yes, I would like a water. Yes, I would like a water. Thank you.
For anything?
Oh, let's crack them all open. Here goes. There we go.
Cheers, brothers.
Cheers.
Yeah, that once or twice a year that we all get together and talk shit.
Ooh, that is delicious.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
So, Will Ospreay, as I said earlier, oh my fucking God, that boy can wrestle.
Yes.
And then that thick boy.
Oh, I know.
Fletcher.
Was that his name? Fletcher?
David something, right? I don't know what the fuck his name is.
Yeah.
2 years ago, Walter, basically. Like, God damn, that boy. Shit. Yeah.
Peaches on
He
that.
brings all the milkshakes to the
Yeah. Oh my God. And then, like,
I did that all wrong, but y'all got it.
yeah. But just like the moveset, the constant bam, bam, bam. How do you pronounce Neville's name?
Pack.
Pac, like a 6-pack.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I always want to say Pac because of Tupac. So like an X-Pac. You know what I mean? So it's the same fucking PAC. So yeah. Anyway, Pac and like the way dude, that motherfucker does not like slow down. From Adrian Neville to now, he's still fucking going. Like does not slow the fuck down. It gets better and quicker.
Yeah. Oh
somehow.
yeah.
Like
yeah.
but yeah, that whole thing. And then of course, dude, the Lucha Brothers. Anytime I see a match with them, they never disappoint. I had a hot take
Until they get a mask.
Yeah.
Get me started on that. You know what? The biggest problem with AEW, they keep trying to fucking unmask the Luchadores.
That's true.
God, stop it.
Dragon Lee.
We're doing it for their best interest because they all fucking ugly in real life. Look at us.
You want to see this?
This is your average fucking
Mexican.
Mexicano right here.
He looks like fucking the guy.
Rouge. That's Rouge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just
This
go
is
on
not
Google. Go on Google and Google either Rey Mysterio maskless or Juventud Guerrera maskless or Secotis maskless. You don't want to see anyone else.
This is what happens when you're too tranquilo. You know?
What? Senayo.
You're cero miedo to the diet. So, I've been brewing this take for about 3 months now.
It's fermenting.
Ooh.
It's fermenting.
Okay. All right.
And I don't know how it's going to be received here, but I think it might be received.
Get it out the silo already.
Yeah.
I think Rey Fenix is the best masked wrestler.
Oh yeah.
Maybe of all time.
Ever?
Maybe of all time.
Ever?
Up until then, right now, and again, bias for me because I've been a fan since I was a literal kid, is Rey Mysterio Jr. Like,
Okay.
yes, people have been more high flying. Yes, people have been strong. Yes, people have more accolades. But in my personal opinion, Rey Mysterio Jr. That's what I'm gonna fucking call him. Rey Mysterio, because that's how I know him as. Rey Mysterio Jr. is the best masked wrestler of all time.
I think he hasn't reached the ceiling as far as his popularity goes. But I see the resemblance in the sense of I think
Phoenix or Rey?
Phoenix.
Okay.
But I think I see the resemblance in both in how their breakout moment was because I don't think a lot of people in the moment saw it. Not a lot of people in the moment saw Halloween Havoc 97 with Rey and Phoenix. They weren't watching for Rey and Eddie. They were watching for the NWO.
Yeah.
Not a lot of people know what a Lucha Underground is, let alone Rey Phoenix and fucking Mil Muertes.
Yep.
Day of the Dead match. And that from that moment on, I was like, fuck, I want that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I just think he has, man, if he gets AW championship, I think that nails it.
Okay.
I think that nails it.
As far as trajectory, I think I might be, like I said, so I'm pretty sure I'm out of line for saying it, but anointing him already. But in my opinion, if he's not already, he will be the best masked wrestler of all time.
Man.
Because, yeah, okay, he hasn't gone to WWE. Yeah, he hasn't held a single title. Yeah, he doesn't have this and that. I don't care.
Going there,
when I see him, walk out of that entrance, I'm like, this is gonna be a fucking solidified banger. I've not seen a bad match.
But I think your take with him is right now, him in the ring from belt to belt is the best guy.
Yes.
But there's not a lot of people chanting Animal. There's a fuck ton of people doing this though.
Yeah.
You took the thought right out of my head.
Again.
My argument against that would have been, no, you got the wrong brother. You got the wrong brother. I think Penta will get there as far as popularity goes before Phoenix does.
But that's not what I'm saying.
Okay.
What I'm saying is the best masked wrestler.
So in between the belts.
Yeah.
Just as an athlete.
I don't even know what he sounds like. That's how I could.
Here's how he sounds like.
Yeah. So everything else, sports entertainment, whatever, I don't care about that.
Okay.
I mean, and when I say, I really, really mean, whenever I first fell in love with wrestling when I was a kid, Lucha Libre, I was like, Octagon was my favorite until Rey Mysterio. But just because they could tell a whole story without saying anything, without doing anything. Rey Fenix, I never need to hear his voice. And I will still say he's, at this point right now, one of the best masked wrestlers I've ever seen in my life.
Okay.
Because he doesn't get like, aside from that one time where I always thought he broke his fucking arm.
Yeah.
Oh,
like,
that was ugly.
He does dangerous things safely. Does that make sense? He makes it look so eloquent. He just flies and just like
the best part, I don't even think he's in his prime yet.
I don't think
Ray
so
in his
either.
prime, right? And Ray in his prime, I don't think can touch Phoenix.
Yeah.
In the ring
Yeah.
from bell to bell. But Ray's got his signature mask. Ray's got his 619. He's got his own stuff that's unique to him.
Yeah.
Phoenix is missing this. He's missing that one thing that separates that Mexican from all the other Mohammedans.
Yeah.
And that thing that he does
Doesn't
doesn't
cut
cut
it.
it. The
Yeah,
timing.
cut it.
The timing. I really, really like that match a lot too. It is my match of the week pick for sure. I don't know what the computer's doing. I can be convinced to go along with your argument, Arnold, and say that Ray Phoenix is one of the greatest, if not the greatest, bell-to-bell masked wrestlers of all time. Cool. Yeah, that's a different argument for a different day. But this match, goddamn, this is the best thing that I've seen for a while. For what was the last time we recorded? 3 weeks ago? 4 weeks ago?
4 weeks
So
ago.
at least since then. So yeah, I'm really. The only thing that's kind of holding me back from really going balls out with this match is you got the Bucks coming up against
Ospreay and Omega this Wednesday.
Yeah, and I think the Bucks and Omega versus United Empire might be better
Well,
than Love Triangle.
Omega.
Yeah.
let's look at it this
I don't
way.
know.
Let's look at it this way. The three of y'all so far have got this trios match.
Mhm.
Is this trios match better than Punk, MJF, Doc Holler?
Yes.
Is it or isn't it?
Yes.
He already said yes.
Yes.
The Storyman says yes.
Yes.
I agree with this one. Yeah.
And can I say why?
Yes.
Here's why. What did we spend the first 20 minutes of this goddamn podcast episode talking about?
Setting up the computer, making sure the camera's straight.
Well, okay, after that, we started talking.
Tony Khan.
Tony Khan, CM Punk. What did we do? Punk's reign has been there.
We can't follow that by keeping him as a match.
MJF is gone. What do I say at the end of the year?
What happened
Was
after?
this match for anything?
Yeah.
What, did it affect anything? Can I
Significant.
Can I say that this match is the best match of 2022? Because look at all the stuff that came from this match.
What came from the match?
Nothing now. Now nothing.
AFI.
I just spent 6 months copywriting this for you, and he didn't even drop it.
What?
Focus.
Oh, wait.
Nothing now. Now nothing. Right? I kind of cringe to even think and look back. It's like, God damn, man. There was so much with that match, so much going into AEW and out of it. It's like, oh my God, the future looks so bright with this rising star MJF, with CM Punk being in AEW, coming back. We're going to have another summer of Punk. Oh my God.
AFI is the intro.
Yeah, and all of it just fucking fell to ashes, man. Like, neither one of them are a factor for the rest of the year. So, if we take out that factor, which match is better between the bells? This fucking trios title.
If I'm not mistaken, the last time I was on, I had another match that was better than it in my opinion, but it got overruled. Like, did not be better than it. Can't remember what it was. I'm pretty sure it was like a women's match, but it was, in my opinion, better than the match.
We might have
Dark
had
Collar match.
But it was for nothing
But
or whatever.
Yeah. So the significance was like, well, fuck it. You know what? Go ahead and keep it.
Now, the historical significance for this match, and all it is a little flimsy, it's still a tournament to crown a first ever trios champ.
Yeah.
So there's potential for great significance to come out of it. So
I think it was Thunder Rosa, Britt Baker, Cage.
was it? Okay.
Yeah. That ended up having a lot more stories.
So I can admit that maybe 15 minutes after the 3-minute title match, I fell asleep. And that's not because of the show. That's because of my work schedule. And soon that will be changing, as in I'm changing it. So I will go make the effort to rewatch this. If you guys want to put it on the list, we can do that.
Yeah.
So let me just say some of the stuff that I had on my list because it runs the gamut.
Yeah.
Gunther and Nakamura on SmackDown for the IC title, man. We're going to start getting used to putting WWE matches on this conversation again.
We got to get used to Gunther having badass matches.
Yeah.
And to say that, you know what? Gunther actually is maybe better than Walter.
Spoiler alert. Spoiler alert, because we're not getting to record this before it happens. They're going to Cardiff next Saturday, so they can't have a live SmackDown.
Yeah.
They taped it after yesterday's SmackDown.
Okay.
Saturday's.
Yeah.
Friday's
They
SmackDown.
did both at the same time.
So we need to look out for fucking Ludwig Kaiser and Butch.
Yes.
Okay.
That's happening, and apparently that got a lot of
Cruiserweight
roses.
is back.
They got a lot of roses for that. We're sticking to WWE. There's some significance in like the official stamp of the Triple H era with McIntyre and Owens on Raw.
Okay.
That was a fucking banger, and it reminded you why Owens is Owens.
Prize fighter.
Edge, Priest.
Was also good.
Hurt. That was a physical match. I went back and watched it. I was like, oh wow, yeah, that was a really good match.
I had the privilege of watching Danielson versus Garcia commercial free for that entire 2 out of 3 falls.
Yeah.
Easily the best match Garcia's ever had.
Yes.
And I don't think Danielson put that kind of match in WWE. I don't think there was an ROH Daniel Bryan.
That's a stretch.
Well, I know. I mean, I'm trying to.
ROH Daniel Bryan in WWE, not WWE Daniel Bryan.
By the way, did you catch him calling? Accidentally
Cena.
he almost called himself Daniel Bryan.
Yeah.
He was Daniel Bryan
Danielson. Daniel Bryan Danielson.
Daniel Bryan, John Cena from SummerSlam is the only one I think that's supposed to do that.
He said he was wrestling John Cena.
I felt so fucking bad for the fucking finals, man, because it was almost a history lesson of Ospreay hitting Okada with all these fucking finishers just for him to lose.
Except for one.
Just for him to fucking lose. That's why I was so bitter about Okada winning it again.
But except for one. If you paid attention.
He hit Styles Clash. He hit God damn it, help me out here. I drank a lot.
Tanahashi.
High Fly Flow.
He hit Styles Clash. He hit
was it like a Shang Tsung of like other people's
almost.
Yeah,
but he did it better.
The only one he missed out was the One Wing Angel.
Oh, of course.
He did the V-trigger. He did the V-trigger on him.
He was
I thought he was gonna do
for
a V-trigger on Dynamite because when they were setting it up, whatever, they did that fucking finisher. What the hell?
What was this?
I don't know.
Yes.
So that
I don't know what that finisher was.
That was the thing of that final match because
he studied it.
He studied everybody. He himself said it like, I've never beaten Okada. This is my moment. And I've gone back and watched all the people that have beaten before, and I will do better. And towards the end, he got to that point.
Fuck, dude.
He was setting him up for the One Wing Angel. He couldn't do it because of the whole backstory of it of Omega doing the cease and desist on him for doing the One Wing Angel on the Indies and made a shirt out of it.
Oh wow!
So that builds up into the match for Wednesday.
That's beautiful story.
So Okada hits Omega with the fucking One Wing on Dynamite. You know what?
Yeah.
But the commentary fucking sold it too, man. And I think it last year sucked. Yeah. It sucked because I wanted to see either Kota Ibushi beat Okada or Okada take the G1 from the skin of his fucking teeth. And to have the match stoppage because Ibushi knocked his shoulders 8 different places out of place. And the match ended like 7 minutes. Okada got a raw deal if he was meant to win it.
Yeah.
But to do the redo and have Okada win this time, kind of because he didn't win it the way it was supposed to last year, I thought was cheap. They should have given it to Ospreay.
First British person to go to the G1 finals.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. But that's still on the list because that was fucking good.
All right, what else?
That's it. Those are my nominations.
All right.
Yeah, the last couple of weeks.
All right, so fellas, do we want to put this trios title tournament match as the AEW?
There's still 3 of y'all, so y'all put your hands in the middle.
I'm not even gonna do the middle.
Okay. All right.
Oh, God, your boy, your daddy.
Stand up in there, baby.
Wow. I'm putting it on after we get out of here.
Wow. I can't believe we did that.
It's a good match.
Like I said, my only hesitation is I don't want to come back next week and be like, well, Omega and the
And that's still not the finals.
I know.
Wait, that's not the final?
No, there's a Dynamite finals, there's a Rampage finals, and then those two fall out.
Who's on the Rampage one?
Rampage.
Dark Order with
Yeah.
Hangman's team.
I don't like it.
House of Black.
I like House of Black. So like, as much as Matt, I've tried to make Dark Order a thing. I've never been sold. Like never.
Black got eliminated.
Oh, it's best friends against
Best
fucking.
friends against
Ew.
Dark Order.
Is it?
Yeah, because I think
Oh,
Rampage
yeah.
was
That's
House of
right.
Black versus Dark Order.
Yeah, this past Rampage.
And House of Black lost?
Yeah, Miro came in and interrupted.
That's right.
Okay,
Miro showed up.
I
Yeah.
was like,
Yeah,
there's gotta be a
because
reason there.
what's his, Aleister Black had 10 in a knee bar.
Yeah.
And 10 was about to tap. And the other two House of Black members were like trying to keep everyone else out of the ring, and that's when Miro came out.
Yeah.
Miro came out, distracted everybody, roll up 1, 2, 3.
Okay, that sets up a match for a
Yeah.
lot of the matches.
Rewind.
Yeah.
I made this conversation about the production. That was the biggest fault I saw in that episode of Dynamite. When they were beating up on Sting and Darby Allin, Miro comes out and he starts beating the fuck out of Murphy. Commentary's talking through the whole thing. If you notice, there was this one part in that match. Remember, we like Miro, like in AEW. Miro talks backstage. He never talks in front of the audience, never in the ring.
Yeah.
So when Miro is screaming at Murphy, where are the pagans? Where are your pagans? And the commentary is not selling it. They're talking over the entire thing. That crowd is silent as fuck. You could have heard a fart in 245 because Miro does not talk in that ring.
Yeah.
That's a moment production fucked up collectively, where this production telling commentary during this part. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
That could have really put Miro next level if it weren't for that, and that's the biggest crime. Was that flaw out of all the production stuff that's been going on lately with AEW?
Yeah.
And that's past the boom as far as they don't let anything sit. But if you're not gonna let anything sit, let what you're gonna show actually carry its weight, and they're not letting it happen. I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, you're fine.
There's a fuck ton of wrestling. Monday.
There's a lot of wrestling this week.
Monday.
Bro, we're over here an hour into the show, man. More than an hour.
Monday. Raw. Women's Tag Finals.
Yes.
Io Sky, Dakota Kai against Raquel and Aaliyah.
Okay.
Number. Anybody. 8.
Yeah.
7.
And what keeps you being 10?
Aaliyah.
They could have gotten somebody else. And that's not a knock on her, because I've been rooting for her for like 7 years already. Like, I used to watch her on Breaking Point on the WWE network. Everyone, Breaking Ground, whatever. Everybody came and became a star. Except Leah. She's the only one of that whole damn show.
One in a million, you would think?
Yeah, I mean, I haven't been able to get behind Aaliyah. And
She got sent home for sucking. Like, 2 months ago, yeah. She had a match with she had a rehearsal with Shotzi, and it was so bad that she got sent home.
Oh wow.
And Shotzi wrestled like Natty or somebody like that.
Oh okay.
They should have had
Yeah.
Shotzi and fucking Raquel.
Yeah, I think it's kind of obvious who's winning this. I'm going with Dakota and Io.
I.
Yeah, they're winning it.
Yep.
Yeah. Number
7.
number. Oh, you said 7. Okay.
Is it too obvious that we're getting the return of Sasha and Naomi and those 4 fight at the pay-per-view?
I don't think it's obvious.
Yes, if you watch the Broken Skull session, Stone Cold brought them up to Charlotte.
Okay.
Literally put their fucking face on the. If they weren't signed, that would be like illegal or some shit. Not illegal, but that would have been some controversial shit. They literally named them everything. They asked Charlotte, "What do you think about what they did?" Charlotte's like, "That's not my place." Fucking the most professional answer she could have given. That's not my place. I get why they did it, but that's not my place. Stone Cold said, "I did the exact same thing. I can't see shit." Basically, everyone's trying to undo the bullshit that they made Corey Graves say.
Yeah.
And then also they've been showing up together doing public events.
Yeah.
The C3E3
Yeah.
convention and then the Street Hawk promotion.
Yeah.
They
I
both
think
came
they
out.
show up at Carter.
Would you pay $250 to take a picture of Sasha if you're over there and Sasha's over here?
Nope. I would,
Would you ask for a refund if you already prepaid?
yes, but I would never again, but I've done it before, and now that I'm older, I will never pay anybody to take a picture with them ever. I've done it before, but I've never paid. I've been like, I met a band, cool, whoever. Yeah. I'll never pay anyone to take a picture with them. But anyway, and not to knock anybody who does. I'm just saying I never will. Like I don't see the point.
There was one guy that I actually think he did it great when he took a picture with Sasha, and you know how there was a rumor going around that for her to make an appearance was 30 grand.
Yeah.
Well, he got a 30 grand bill
Like
made
check.
with Sasha's
Yeah,
and
right.
took a picture with Sasha.
Yeah,
That's what I was thinking. Like, I try to make it a positive. If I had a women's belt, I'd throw one into Sasha, pretend to play tug of war,
Yeah.
and she'd still be away. And
Yeah.
Naomi's like, "What the fuck am I doing here?" But that's the shot. Like, try to make the best of it. But again, you see why though, right? You see all the pictures online of everyone like doing these fucking prom photos and all the.
Yeah. Nah, I get it.
Yeah.
Wednesday, Dynamite.
You can just gloss over it 2.0.
NXT.
Oh, y'all watching NXT?
No, I don't
Are we gonna take a 10 minutes like we took the other brands and talk NXT?
Nah, let's just skip.
Okay,
They have not earned their stripes, and I don't think they will.
Yeah.
Worlds Collide's coming
Oh
up.
yeah. You know what? That's gonna be.
Well, that's what we're gonna talk about then. Wednesday, Elite, United Empire, number
10. No, I'm sorry, 9. Because I don't know what Kenny Omega is right now. If he gives us like 50% Kenny Omega, that's me being selfish and being that's not enough.
and you being blind with your glasses on and not realizing that right now he's selling the fact that he's not all there, so you don't want him to do everything right now. But you're at 9. What do you got?
11.
God damn! What the thing?
I need to see this match right now. Oh my
God
God.
forbid he signs into the New Japan Network.
Yeah.
But if it's on Dynamite, TK.
Hey, you might as well sign on it. You can see Dynamite on New Japan
I bet. Yeah, might as well.
with Japanese commentary.
Oh, well.
Yeah, that'll work.
They rotate. Shingo did it the first couple of weeks, right?
Shingo's doing commentary?
Yeah, for the Japanese of the Dynamite. Oh, that's cool. Yeah.
Anyways.
11.
11. I don't know who's gonna win this. And
That's good. Come on.
no at all?
The Bucks title, dude.
Yeah?
Yes, they fucking made the belt before them.
This is the exact thought
I don't
everyone
know.
had when the
I
first
know.
tag team tournament happened, and then in the first round, when Private Party beat the Young Bucks, everybody's dick fell off.
And I mean,
So
they
there's
have
no guarantee.
They have
His finally grew back. You saw.
they have the tag belt. So
Dude.
so they don't need the trios belt.
Forgot they
They're
were
the
the
tag
tag
champions.
champions.
They're the tag champions.
Oh, then no.
So,
Yeah.
I get, but bro, I don't
All
know.
the belts.
I don't know who's winning this because the United Empire they have their own
what
belt.
with the belt?
Because they'll have all the belts.
Who has all the belts? Who has the tag belt?
The young Bucks.
Fuck no, swerve in your glory.
Yeah.
Swerve in your glory.
How dare you make me think I'm wrong? Swerve.
Don't they
You know-
have something?
Loading up that spirit bomb to drop on your ass right now.
They don't have
They
anything.
are the
Nada, ni
No.
mierda.
They are the
Huh.
prime example
Oh
of
well.
what's wrong with AEW. Keith Lee, Swerve. Fuck yeah. I don't give two shits about them in AEW. That's because I love fucking both of them.
Damn, I thought they had.
I forgot. Yeah, they won.
Yeah,
Everyone was like surprised when they won them.
9.
I
You
got
go
it.
to that restaurant and that appetizer is like almost better than the meal, but it's still an appetizer. So it's a 9 because you know either one of those teams in the finals, they're gonna fucking wreck shop.
I got a 9-2, but I got Ozzy winning.
Okay.
I got
Ozzy winning.
Yeah. Think about it. You have Dax and Hardwood as the New Japan Tag Champion
And Ring of Honor.
and Ring of Honor. So
And Triple A.
Why put
And
the
ROW.
belts in Dynamite
And
why not
ECW.
hand over some stuff to New Japan?
Yeah.
Okay.
9.
All right.
Elite winning.
I got United Empire winning.
So we're 2-2.
Yeah.
Then that 4-way.
Rampage.
Let's go 4-way.
Best friends against Dark Order for their trios match.
I was saying you're focusing on the belts here, right? Because there's still another match from that time.
You really want to spend 5 minutes talking about Jake Hager and Bryan Danielson?
Wait, no. I think that Jamie hater. I was like, I'm talking about.
Oh, you mean the four-way tag match?
Yes, the 4-way for the women's championship.
That's it all out, so we're not there yet.
That's Wednesday. Wednesday.
Google it.
I'll Google it right now. Talk amongst yourself.
The interim women?
Yeah.
That's and all that.
Really?
Yeah.
So is that tag team?
Look at his hair.
It's a tag team match on Wednesday.
Tag.
Pinche madre.
Rampaje. Best friends, Dark Order. Their tag match, trios.
I'm at
6-0. I don't care about neither team.
4, and I don't really care about either one right now.
I think
Because
the
I found
only
a spoiler. They take that also.
Oh, there's
And
a
it's
spoiler?
fucking, yeah.
Oh.
They're teasing that there's a Dark Order, like one of the Dark Order members has a silhouette. And
Right.
you're
Oh,
thinking
because I was about to say that because during the match, like I was mentioning, Aleister Black had 10 in the knee bar, and that's when Miro came out. But he already had a knee brace. So he took off the knee brace to the knee bar. He was about to tap. So it's looking like 10 may not be able to make it. And if 10 can't make it, who in the Dark Order can actually be on their team? So
Hangman.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Thinking it's going to be Hangman.
Oh, yeah, people will.
Not Brody. It's been a while.
So yeah, I mean,
Coca Cabana?
yeah. Boom, boom.
ROH. That's very funny.
Yeah. Well, CM Punk gone. Coca Cabana back.
Boom, boom. Clash at the Castle, Saturday afternoon.
Did WWE have like a game called that, like for the phone? Or am I thinking of like Clash of Clans?
You're thinking about
Clash of Champions.
Clash of Champions?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Seth Rollins against Riddle. Hector.
8.
7.
8, but because I love that it's been brewing, but I feel like it's brewed a little too long.
Yeah.
But they should have already had this match. After
At
SummerSlam, yeah. Well, no. I actually love that they didn't have it at SummerSlam because I let it brew a little bit more, but they should have already had it at like a Raw or something like that.
I don't feel Triple H's fingerprints on this. Because I still think
this was still a match that was supposed to happen under Vince McMahon.
Yeah. So it's like some of the new exciting stuff for WWE is the things that I'm looking for are things that are like obviously Triple H stuff. I mean, there's gonna be things that like Triple H just can't go and do a clean slate, because they have fucking 6 months worth of storylines planned out sometimes.
But they're both Triple H guys.
That's true. So that's why I'm as high as I am at a 7.
Yeah.
But I don't really know who wins. I don't really care who wins.
Riddle.
Sure, why not?
So,
If we're talking old Vince stuff, we still have a week. We're not really going to be able to record this week coming up. Say New Day and the Viking Raiders end up on this pay-per-view. What would you give it?
8.
Oh, 8? Damn.
Mm-hmm.
That was generous.
Well, it's Raymond Rowe.
Oh, that's why.
Yeah, I really, really like both teams, and I feel that the Viking Raiders that I saw last night are a little bit different than the Viking Raiders from a few months ago.
I was gonna say the same thing. Raymond Rose, mic skills. Where the fuck have those been?
I know.
I was like, what?
Yeah.
Is it dubbed? What's going on? It's really fucking
Go
good.
and let him actually do stuff.
Yeah, he's good.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. So,
Hanson, though?
Yeah. He's not a robot.
yeah.
He's like Viking by marriage.
Yeah.
LOL, New Day wins. Can't bet against a New Day.
Yeah.
LOL, Viking Raiders win.
Really?
They're new, and they're vicious, and they're face painted, and they have
Triple H
shields
was
about as
big.
they have shields that are about as bad as the Bludgeon Brothers hammers.
don't they have Sarah Logan back?
No, not yet.
Oh,
I wouldn't be surprised if they
That
bring
would be-
Sarah Logan back.
Because didn't she come up in that funeral, the New Day funeral?
I didn't see that.
I didn't see that either.
There was a promo build of the Viking Raiders, and that Sarah Logan was in it like as a background character, but I don't think she was. I don't know if that meant to be interpreted as, oh, she's coming.
That was Farrah Hogan.
Yeah.
Viking Raiders winning.
Viking Raiders winning.
Same.
Yeah.
New Day.
Hector, give me a number for Gunther versus Sheamus for the Intercontinental title.
6.
Woo! Come on, man!
Is is it bad that I feel already like I set that boat to sail already with Sheamus?
Oh, you're
Oh, okay.
100% right. Because I'm at a 7, and it's because Sheamus is dragging it down. And I don't hate Sheamus. Dude, Sheamus just put a fucking banger on that Donnybrook match.
Fight night, baby.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm with Sheamus now. I'm just like, yeah, like I think I don't want to see Sheamus with him right now. I want to see somebody else with Gunther. That's the only reason. Gunther, he's rising. I have a fear that Sheamus is gonna hurt him. Like he hurts everybody.
I'm at a 7 because 2 weeks ago Sheamus was a heel, and today we're supposed to cheer Sheamus, or his people are supposed to cheer Sheamus on the other side of the ocean because Gunther's the big bad.
So
Sheamus is just a big bad.
That's WWE overthinking it because they know that he's gonna be a good guy there, but it doesn't matter.
The promo
Hogan
on
wasn't a
Friday
good
made
guy,
Sheamus
but he got-
look like a babyface.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It just was weird. It's just weird, and I just
So-
want to see Gunther. He touched Sheamus, and he already turns like black. So
Yeah.
Sheamus is gonna be like all kinds of different shapes of Skittles when he's done.
So who is this match again?
Gunther versus Sheamus for the IC title.
Okay, not Shinsuke,
No,
Sheamus.
Yeah,
Sheamus, not
Sheamus.
Ricochet,
Okay.
Razor Ramon.
Because
not Madcap Moss.
No.
Because honestly, I would have preferred Gunther versus Nakamura at Clash.
Again?
Well, we already had that.
Yeah, if it wouldn't happen, what, 2 weeks ago?
Now I would.
Or maybe Madcap. And Madcap broke his fucking neck, and he's still standing around. Give him some shine.
I'm
Let
going
him
with
take a
the
beating.
I'll go with the 6. Gunther's winning.
Of course.
Yeah, we'll have to
Yeah.
win.
Oh, what's next? Shayna Baszler against Liv Morgan for the SmackDown title. Anybody still cheering Morgan? Because she got booed the fuck a couple weeks ago, and I was like, where did this
I
come
think
from?
that's what sucks. That is,
Fans are fucking fickle.
fans are fickle, but that's also the last semblances of Vince McMahon booking. That was the last Vince McMahon booking.
Crowds have been sweetened a lot through some of Liv's segments ever since she got booed that night. They
Yeah.
don't- you're not supposed to be booing Liv.
No,
We're not
but
doing-
because the way they ended that match, she was a crooked heel. The way she won the match, like she should have had a definitive, even if it was a definitive roll up over Ronda. There was no way for her to come back from that.
The
She has
timing
to
was
turn
bad.
heel now. No,
The timing was bad. She should have tapped right at 3. She tapped
Yeah.
like right after 2.
yeah, she has to turn heel now.
I'm at a 4. And yes, I do still like Liv. And I get what you guys are saying about,
She's got eyes on her titties.
Yeah, I get what you're saying about Liv. But
Zipper right through the middle. Oh,
this-
she knows.
this isn't about Liv. This should be about Shayna versus Ronda.
We're getting. Oh my god.
This is what this should be about. This is
I think Shayna squashes Liv.
maybe I don't know. I don't care. I just want to know where Ronda and Shayna stand. Are they going to be? Are they just tough loving each other with that little stare down that they did, or is there going to be like a match between these two?
It wasn't just
You
a
know?
stare down.
No.
The beginning was used to be a killer, Ronda.
Yeah.
What the
Yeah.
fuck happened?
Yeah.
You can't just tease me that and
Yeah.
not
Yeah.
go with the follow
Yeah.
through.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck about you. If Liv stays with the
Oh,
title,
this ain't a feud. This is there.
well, whatever. If Liv stays with the title, I'm happy. Let Liv go do something else.
Yes,
Yeah.
thank
You know?
you. Because Ronda and Shayna don't need the belt.
Right.
They don't.
Feud.
Right. But
Give
if,
Shotzi a fucking title shot.
but if Shayna has the belt, then it's easy booking. Okay, Ronda wants the title shot. Oh, okay, fine, whatever. However you get to Shayna versus Ronda, get there.
Ronda costs Shayna the match.
Cool,
That'd be great.
perfect.
Bring back the fight pit from NXT. Ronda and
It's never been
Shayna.
a bad one.
Yeah.
So who's winning? Shayna or Liv?
Liv.
Liv.
Reigns versus McIntyre for the unified title.
8. I want to see what Triple H era Drew is going to be like, and if Drew can actually win a belt. Now we've heard all these rumors about like,
Spinning the belt.
yeah, splitting the belt so that USA has one and the other, whatever they have a belt.
How,
You know,
how do
yeah.
you think they can do that? I have a theory, but how do you think they can do that?
When did that happen with this match? Because it's just one of the titles is up for grabs,
No,
right?
both of
It's
them.
both?
It's
unified.
for the belt. I can see how they can fix it. McIntyre eventually somehow gets through all the other fucking ooses. And I do mean all of them, because Sammy's an honorary oos.
Right, yes.
I don't think he's honoring it no more.
He's an oos.
He's
Dude,
in. Yeah.
this is the best Sammy's been fucking.
Dude, I sent this in our chat when Sammy hit the wave to Jade.
Yeah.
To Jimmy, I was done. I was like, this motherfucker just won me.
Also, then when you watch the broken skull of Sami Zayn, he's just like having the time of his life doing this right now. Too. So it's like, you love when someone's having fun and also thriving.
Yeah.
So either way, I think Drew gets around everybody, pins Roman, match is over. He's got the 2 belts. Blah, blah, blah. I even think that might even end the pay per view, right? Monday when he shows up to party, Roman's like, "What? That wasn't for both belts. Give me the other one back." That's just like yoink, one of those moves. Man.
Contract.
Yeah.
Or a Theory cash in.
Ooh.
Theory cashes in, but just for one of the belts.
Yeah.
Because that's in the contract. You can't do 2. Like,
The contract is for one belt.
Yeah. But then who does he? Okay, so that might have to rewind and have Roman still win, but cashing in on Roman.
and then just getting one of the belts.
Because you would still have Roman on SmackDown and Theory on Raw.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I think to make sense for people that need the explanation is management just says, Roman, you've had the leash long enough. You need to wrestle on both shows. You need to defend the title on both shows. And then he loses the belt to somebody on Raw. And then Roman's like, hey, this was only for the Raw belt. I got SmackDown still. And then that's how you do it.
I think that weakens it.
I'll make this easy. Roman is not losing right now to Drew.
Yeah.
I'm at an 8.
I mean,
Roman's not
that
losing.
hometown pop that he'll get if he wins, though, will be fucking loud. Because he's a Euro.
Yeah.
And it's going to be in Euro.
You mean like the taco?
That's
That's
a gyro.
A gyro.
That's all the card up to this point.
There's nothing more.
Number
6.
7.
Saturday afternoon pay per view.
1 o'clock.
7.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe an 8.
It's Labor Day weekend, so it's a full weekend to fucking like enjoy it. Maybe
That too, yeah.
And then that's just the fucking starter of the week.
Weekend.
You know, not even because because NXT was
Sunday. 2 o'clock. NXT Worlds Collide.
Ooh. This is what it's like most like.
Creed Brothers against Briggs and Jensen for the unification of the NXT tag
I
title.
don't know if we need.
I don't know.
7.5.
Zero.
Creed Brothers are fucking legit, man.
No,
They're out of the shadow of Roddy.
I was like, I'm being cool. I know exactly who the Creed Brothers are. They had a banger in the WrestleMania pre NXT whatever.
Stand and deliver.
Yeah. They had They could have won that match.
Yeah.
That match was really good, and they were the main reason that match was good.
Yeah. I'm at 7.5. Creed Brothers, Briggs and Jensen.
Briggs. One of them is Bobby Cannon's son.
Oh, really?
Either Briggs or Jensen.
Either Briggs.
Winners.
Creed Brothers.
Creed Brothers.
That's the only name I halfway recognize.
Apollo Creed. And
Mandy Rose, Mako Satomura, Blair Davenport, triple threat to unify the NXT women's title.
4. Mandy's winning.
Mandy. 5. I don't know the others. I hate that. Blair Davenport.
8.
Pretty good.
I'm at an 8. I would have said Blair Davenport because Mandy Rose and Toxic Attraction would have lit SmackDown up. But then Gigi got hurt. So they're both, so the team's on the shelf. So with Toxic Attraction not being complete, there's no sense right now for it to be moved up to either main roster. And Mandy by herself's not going to carry the same weight without both of the girls.
Yeah.
And I don't think they're going to add a new girl to replace Gigi right now.
I mean, Cora would be a perfect replacement. But she's got the thing with Roxanne.
Roxanne would have been a good replacement to turn Roxy heel.
You can't turn Roxy heel.
Yeah, it's easy.
No, you got
Put an LA Dodgers hat on it.
She's from Texas, bro.
And I hate to say this in front of Hector. This is going to be the first time I watched Satomura wrestle. This entire time that she got signed, she was Minoru Suzuki's wife, and this is the first time I'm going to get to see her wrestle at all. that she's been raping the UK women's division for 7 months
Okay,
now, right?
so I must
At
be getting her
least.
confused.
So I don't know if I'm ever welcome back here, so I'm gonna just
So
ignore.
I must be
Focus
getting her
on what I can.
confused with
That's
somebody who was in the
important,
May. She wasn't in any of the Mae Young Classic?
No, Satomura wasn't.
Who am I thinking of? There was like an older Japanese wrestler that was in there. A woman's wrestler. I thought it was her.
Io was in the second one.
No,
No,
older.
she did
She was
wrestle one time.
Yeah, she was in the first one, wasn't she? Or the second one?
Not. It's either that or you're confusing her with the one that's in SmackDown right now.
No. This lady was older. Like me, like it was more older. I'm gonna look it up.
All right.
I would have Davenport win.
Yeah.
Because she has a little bit more experience, but Satomura, yeah, I would still have Davenport win, no matter what. Satomura is too new for casual audience.
Yeah. I don't see Satomura being moved up to the main roster. Yeah, she'd get lost in the shuffle on either
Well,
roster.
when you're talking about main roster, you
Yes.
mean main roster NXT.
She wrestled Lacey Lane, who was the girl with the dreads, and she wrestled Mercedes Martinez.
Okay.
And Tony Storm. And Kara Kelly. She wrestled all these girls in the 2018 one, the second one.
Okay. No one saw
I
it.
knew I'd fucking seen her wrestle. Yeah, she's badass. She's old, but she's badass.
Murder Grandma.
Yeah,
Yeah, grandma.
All right.
No, yeah. You know what?
Still man.
Still, man. Because it's an NXT thing.
Big strong boy, Tyler Bate against Braun Breaker. Unification of the men's NXT champions.
Oh, that sounds cool.
That sounds like a really
8.
good match. Oh!
10. Okay.
Big strong boys winning. Braun Breaker's on SmackDown.
Okay.
I can see that. I was gonna say keep building Braun Breaker, but you can't keep building him if he's already the champion. If it follows back this old Triple H logic on NXT, his time is up. It's time for him to go up.
Yeah, he's ready. He's
Yeah.
been ready.
Yeah.
After like his third fucking match,
Dude, when he was
ready.
on Raw like a couple months ago, he was already ready.
Yeah.
Okay. I like that. I was going to say Breaker was going to win, but you know what? I like you guys' argument.
Yeah.
Can I just 10 seconds to shit on something real quick?
Yes, please.
God damn, compared to the UK belt, the NXT US titles are ugly as
the same
fuck. No.
No. Meaning like all the NXT,
All the
belts are
NXT,
same.
the men's and
They look
women's,
exactly the same, but just like rose tinted.
but the NXT UK
Oh,
belts look
those
a
are
lot
awesome.
old school.
But keep in mind, because there were two different entities. They were supposed to keep up with like the lore of like fucking like historic fucking belts. That first UK belt, solid. Though the belt that Rhea used to have, that's the one, right? Big badass fucking belt. Yeah. I don't know.
Big badass
Yeah.
Ripley.
I don't remember what their tag team belts look like though, if they still have them. Like shit. Yeah.
That's it so far. World Collide. Number
6, 5,
7,
8.
I'm sure they're gonna add a banger match that we're not expecting.
Yeah.
All out.
All out.
Oh goddamn.
So let's tackle the elephant in the room. We're all weak right now.
Hey, fuck you. That wasn't my trunk.
Back of the queue.
Will the men's AEW world title be defended at all costs?
Who's the champion?
Apparently, yes. Yeah.
Allegedly, we're getting a rematch with Moxley and Punk.
No.
Thank you.
No. No.
Thank you.
Yeah, we should
That's
not.
where I'm at.
Yeah, we should not. There's no Punk can't bounce back from that.
3 minutes.
Although,
What? Punk lovers.
By his logic, he hurt his
no.
other foot. Come on. Which is the wrong foot. You know that, right? He was, oh, my foot, it's the fucking other one. But like, they're saying about, oh, because you put all the weight on that foot.
when Rock did Suplex City to John Cena, that wasn't the end of John Cena's career.
No, but he didn't get a title match the next fucking week.
And Cena lasted a lot longer than Punk did.
Yeah.
And there were no kids in the front row crying when Punk lost.
Yeah.
There's that one boy, Cena, let's go, Cena. And no one's cheering.
Yeah.
No one. Poor kid. He probably feels it.
Because I heard that too, that's what the match is going to be, that they're going to have this as a rematch there again.
Between Dynamite this Wednesday and Rampage on Friday, is there enough time to make sense of MJF being #1 contender?
Barely.
But you can't.
Barely. Barely.
Are either one of them going to be live?
Both of them, yes.
More like, yeah, they're live. In
so-
Chicago. Well, if that means anything.
Fuck Chicago, function wrestling.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Come wrestle in Texas.
I mean, okay, if MJF shows up at the top of the show on Dynamite and does like a sit-in, hey, with Punk gone, I told you, I was right. You need to sign me again. You need me. Your balls are in a vice, blah, 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 this and that. I'm going to sit here until you give me what I want, TK.
So
And then they sign him. And then, boom. That's
literally
that's the match.
overlooked Hangman being number one.
No,
Okay,
MJF comes out and he calls out Hangman again, and Hangman's in catering again.
Let me ask you brought this up, so I'll ask you first. After the promo that Punk did that make Hangman look like a bitch, do you still make Hangman number one contender on Wednesday and Friday? He called him out. He never showed up. The apology has to be as loud as the disrespect. For me, fuck Hangman.
No, that was supposedly his receipt.
Yeah.
That was his receipt for shitting on Punk about the Copacabana thing.
But a lot of fans on TV don't know any of that. All they see is, oh, my cowboy shit didn't show up. Well, I guess he ain't cowboy shit.
AEW and the W stands for dirt sheet. Dude, AEW caters
W and AEW.
What?
The
Okay,
and W stands for dirt sheet.
So here's the thing.
AE dirt sheet.
Going to that,
All dirt sheet wrestling.
going to that, you know that most, if not all, the casual fans for AEW, they see being the elite.
Yes.
So
I don't know if there's
No.
such thing as casual AEW.
No,
Well, I think that's the point both of you are trying to make. There's no
Because-
such thing as just filthy casual AEW fans.
Here's my-
AEW fans are all like hardcore wrestling.
Here's my rebuttal to that.
They're
Did y'all
all
hear? Here's my rebuttal to that. Did y'all hear the rap from Max Caster on Wednesday?
Yeah.
Did you hear the crickets? There was one line that he referred to something that we're supposed to have a meeting,
Yeah.
Oh.
and no
He said
one
something about the cricket,
one reacted to that.
I
If
reacted
you're a
to it.
Marquee fan in that arena, you would have popped. And there was probably like
Yeah.
3 or 4 people
There
that
was
you
more
could hear.
reactions to the Bison line.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm like, how much do fans know about the stuff backstage?
I think Abel's right. I think AEW is the birth of Meltzer. Like fans, like, you know what I mean? Like,
You say that loud enough, I'll stop watching all
Dude,
the others. I hate
but-
that. I don't know what a Meltzer. I don't give a fuck about it.
yeah,
I'll
that's
run him
all.
over the
Dude,
street.
Dirt Sheet Radio is might as well sponsor AEW. You know what I mean? Like, that's what AEW fans are. They're the mark. They're us. They're fucking us. You know, they're the ones that, yeah,
Who's fucking us?
you know, every
Hey.
he was for a while. When
Hey.
yeah, we
Men's have to
are
be.
like the fucking people that like annoy my wife. Like, hey, you just want to shut the fuck up. We're trying to fucking know. You don't understand because they don't really like each other backstage. She's like, I don't give a fuck if they don't like each other backstage. They're putting on a good match. Yeah, but she hates him in real life. I don't care. Like that's what we are. We're the ones that got no predators. 30 days. We are that. You know what I mean? Nobody gave a nobody
Man,
watching
that's a
WWF knew what Sunny days were.
we like the movie.
Yeah. Yeah, so he broke the fourth wall. Like, yeah, we are them. So no, there is no casual AEW fan.
Fourth wall breaking the fourth wall break. That's like
8 walls.
16 walls.
I would still have Hangman Page go out there.
Hell with the bib. What's wrong with food in his mouth?
You're running into the problem that if you're in front of Chicago for 3 nights and you don't give Punk in Chicago in either of those 3
Oh
nights,
my
they're
God.
gonna fucking revolt.
Did Punk win the belt in Chicago? Where was where did he win the belt? Where was that? I figure all the pay-per-views in Chicago. That's what. Honestly,
Most of them
Vegas.
are.
Was it Vegas?
Vegas.
Oh, it was Vegas.
He beat
Never mind.
Hangman
He
in
was
Vegas.
Oh, yeah, you were there.
Yeah.
But you know what?
Oh, yeah.
Going to that, yes, I would have Hangman come out to Punk, and Punk him on Punk and Chicago.
So hit CM Punk's music and out comes Hangman?
no,
Oh, he
have
was.
Punk, have Punk come out, do a promo, wanting that rematch, and then Hangman comes out and just stomps his foot or something like that.
Play this fire burns like kills
He's still gonna get booed. Anyone who fucks with Punk, if you're not giving Punk in front of that Chicago crowd, in Chicago,
yeah.
you're gonna get booed. You're gonna get drowned in the river.
Which means that it makes sense if it was MJF, because MJF wants the heat. Hey, yeah, have him. He's done it before. Play
Yeah.
fucking Punk's music.
Yeah.
I've beat his ass twice in this city.
Yeah.
Fuck Punk.
Yeah, 3
I mean, I don't think it's really gonna be MJF, but goddamn, I would get so wet if it was.
That would be the best way to turn somewhat MJF face.
Here's my
I don't think
prediction.
anybody's doing.
Here's my prediction. The main event is the casino ladder match for the title shot, and MJF comes back and wins.
Yeah, because
That's how you end the
casino
show.
always means there's somebody coming out, right?
Yeah, the Joker always means it's somebody. It's a Joker.
It's a random for Zero Rush coming out of retirement.
No, it's Leon Ruff.
At the side now, he slips on the rope again.
Oh god.
You gotta.
Okay, the women. Fatal four-way Arnold, Dr. Britt Baker,
DMD.
Jamie Hayter, Tony Storm, Shida Hikaru-san. Number.
Spot out.
So a thick one.
3.5.
Be generous there with that half.
My number is Blue Chew.
My number is 1-800-IM.
Awesome powder pump. That's gonna be a fucking 8.
It's not a bong, fool.
No. It's gonna be an 8.
One for each boob.
Tony Storm has gotta go over.
Wrong, Flanders. I'm at a 9. I have Jamie Hayter time.
No.
It's Jamie Hayter time.
Oh.
You turn her a face. Britt gets jealous after about 6 weeks of her not having the belt. Her holding the belt while Jamie Hayter's wrestling and thinking it's hers. That's the next feud. Because Rose is out.
So she can't run from her.
Yeah.
So
I got Hayter. 8. Hayter 8. Give it to me.
I'm at an 8 also, but I really think the easiest thing to do is just to give it a Storm. Because they have been teasing this feud that was going to happen, but not. But now we're friends, but we're going to fight each other eventually. Like, I think the plan all along was to give it to Tony Storm at some point. So now that Rose is out of the picture, just give it to Tony Storm.
No, run that back in 6 months and the winner gets the title.
if you read the dirt sheets, like how we are just that we do, you know that the reason why Thunder Rosa has
It's hurt now.
Is hurt now all of a sudden a week before the match is that they told her that Tony Storm's going over and she's like, I'm back. I lost my smile.
That doesn't work for me,
Yeah.
sister.
Yeah, I lost my smile. So this is
No me sirve, hermana.
Yeah.
Is that better? Wait. No me sirve, hermana. That sounds better.
So I don't know, man. We're either buying into all the dirt sheet little like feelers that we're supposed to be starting getting heat for Thunder Rosa.
It's time. It's time. It's hater time.
Don't get me wrong, I wouldn't be mad.
I wouldn't be mad either.
I
I got it.
I wouldn't be mad at all.
Bum, 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 bum.
Just let him get it out. Let him get it out.
The Rey Mysterio, Tony.
God damn.
Who you got winning?
Tony.
Tony time.
Tony time. Who you got winning? People?
DMD, just
DMD, first ever 2-time AEW Women's Champion.
Or she had two first ever 2-time women.
Oh, was she?
No.
Or Cheetah could be it. Yeah.
Cheetah. Why the fuck is she in there? It's so random.
Kenny's girlfriend.
Oh, that's right.
Who is your finals for the trios match? For the trios tag?
As much as I said Ozzy was gonna win it, I got the Elite versus Dark Order.
Who's winning? We all give me a number.
7.
Mhm.
And I got Dark Order winning.
Now, when you say Dark Order, define Dark Order.
-1.
I did it for my daddy. Wait, I did it for my daddy.
And is Omega going to sell for -1 the way he sold for the little girl?
He's at 40%.
I got Silver, Reynolds, and Hangman.
Hangman?
The good, the bad, and the
Hungy. You know what?
I mean, that's my finals. I'm at a 9. They're gonna play off a lot of story, and it's like, you know what? It's a toss-up. I can't take it.
And think about it. You still gotta do the payoff when Kenny lost.
Yeah.
The Bucks allowed Kenny to lose.
Oh yeah, to Hangman.
They're gonna bring that back because in the promo, Hangman goes, "You should go with someone that
Never
given up on you." Then yet again, the Young Bucks gave up on Kenny.
Yep.
So Kenny might give up on him.
Yep.
Oh fuck!
God damn, I love that. I love that. Wow.
That's long term. That's very good.
Yeah. I'm gonna go with the 9.
No
I'm-
love for
I'm-
best friends.
No, I'm going with this.
I don't need to be nowhere near those though.
Best friends Orange and Danhausen. They're entertaining, but they don't need to be trios champs.
At this point, they don't even need to be employed.
Arnold.
Oh.
Is that your final Elite versus Dark Order?
Yeah.
Okay, give me a number.
6, and it's all elite wrestling. Because, like, I don't give a shit about the Dark Order. Like, I know you can have Shark Boy, while I care, like, wrestling for them. I don't care, like, you can't make me care about Dark Order anymore.
What if it is Aussie Open and the Best Friends?
Ooh. Run it back on a segment between Osprey and Orange Cassidy.
Yeah. That was fun.
That was fun.
Oh, because they had
Not
that
pay-per-view
match,
fun,
right?
though.
Yeah.
all right.
Okay. Move on.
Jade Cargill versus Athena for the
Oh.
TBS title.
That's it.
-1.
No. Dos. I'm gonna go with an 8. I can't really call it because I really want Athena to win it, but I don't think they're gonna take that title off of Cargill, nor are they gonna take that winning streak away from
So
Cargill.
here's the thing. I think AEW fans can also be fickle
Maybe.
because they've done it before, and I think you were there for it. I think people will shit on Athena if an ex-WWE person is the one that takes the belt from Jade. So I don't see Athena
Chicago?
I don't see Athena being the winner. Jade's winning this. I'm at a 9. This will probably be the best match Jade's had up to this point. But I don't see Athena being the woman.
Porsche says, just going back a little bit to Arnold, you're besmirching the Dark Order? Good lord.
Don't care about them. Like,
Brody's done
their
this.
best thing literally died. Like, the best part of them literally died. Like,
yeah.
what have they done of note since? What? Answer my question. What have
They
they
got
done?
some of them got let go.
Yeah, like, half of them are
they
gone.
did not shoot the sign.
Anna Jay is fucking in a better state
Anna
now.
Jay, yes.
Yes. Jay
Choking people
Conte.
out.
Yeah.
On a J ass.
Yeah. I'll see that.
I got that match at a 7.
Which
Jade's
one?
winning.
Jade.
Oh.
Jade's winning. I'm at 8. What?
And
Because I love the way they've been simmering this motherfucker for months.
Okay.
Months. They didn't outright say, you know what, yeah, go for it.
And
go
she's
for it.
been taking out the mini bosses. She's
Yeah,
built up
that's what I'm
Jade.
saying. They've been, this is classic booking, so this should be a Athena goes over. Your caveat of like, the OXW, yes and no, because she never really fit in WWE as much as we wanted her to. They didn't ever
she was
get
XXXT.
Yeah, exactly. So that makes more sense. And Chicago, they were synonymous with NXT. I don't care what anybody wants to say. A lot of the best crowds were Chicago crowds. Brooklyn can say what they want. A lot of the best Chicago.
Toronto too.
Yeah. So I think Athena goes over, and that's the end of the streak. And Jade Cargill goes on to the actual women's title, the A title, the A women's title, and she deserves it.
FTR and Wardlow against Jay Lethal and the Motor City Machine Gun.
The Pinnacle.
Arnold. Thank you. No one's mentioning that. It's the Pinnacle against Jay Lethal and Motor City Machine Gun.
Oh yeah. That was back then 2 years ago whenever everybody was in the stable basically, right?
That was MJF.
Yeah.
It was
That
New Japan
was-
USA.
And that was what they said. Tough guys.
Yeah.
They said it on the promo this last week.
I'm gonna go 6, and this is all FTR and Wardlow. I don't know anything about the Motor City Machine Guns. I couldn't like
That's your boy.
identify them in the lineup. I don't know who they are.
That's your
Is
boy.
that Bobby Roode and the other guy, James Storm?
Oh, that's your money.
Oh, okay, yeah. Were they thinking like in TNA or something?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, then I don't give a shit about
Yeah.
TNA. So yeah. And who's their partner?
Legal.
I really don't give a fuck about Jay Lethal.
That's your boy. Y'all wearing the same.
Best thing
Y'all
about-
wearing the same whole uniform.
Best thing about Jay Lethal was his Ric Flair impersonation. That's I mean, back when Cheese was good, funny, interesting. Since then, he trained AJ Lee. That's about it. Yeah,
Damn.
Handle that.
tell me how wrong I am. 'Cause I
Handle that.
don't know.
I'm gonna need a water for this.
I'm not
Jim
talking.
McKay.
I'm not talking on it.
Well, all of a sudden you want to talk to us.
Yeah.
So,
What is that?
Yeah.
Take it
like,
for
No, I'm good. Thank
you
you.
want to pass me the water?
No, no.
You are wrong.
You die of hydration, you bitch.
Porsche said in the live chat, we ain't feeding you no more. I'm not bringing you lunch to work anymore. Motor City Machine Guns and Jay Lethal together. Fuck, my TNA nipples got so hard.
What is a
Oh.
Motor City Machine Gun?
They were probably the best tag team in TNA besides Beer Money.
And that's some bangers in Ring of Honor too.
Yes, they
Every other week on HDNet, one of them or both of them. Both of them. Oh,
Really?
yeah, they're really, really good. Like they were the Bucks before the Bucks.
So where have they been
like-
for like the past 2-3 years?
Split up.
Yeah, they split up.
Okay, would I know either
Retired.
one of them singly?
Alex
Yeah.
Shelley was a tag team
And-
with Kushida, Time Splitters
Yeah, Time Splitters.
in New Japan.
Okay,
Okay,
yeah,
so you
I
know
one
one.
of them.
You got
Okay.
one of them. You're half right.
Yeah, the other one's
And you're
Saban.
half asshole.
Yeah, Chris Saban. He was X Division champ a few times. Did he ever get the TNA
Yeah.
title?
Yes,
He
he
did.
did. He
Oh,
cashed
because
in.
option C,
Yeah,
right? Yeah, he
cashed
option C did a couple of times.
Saving the name sounds very good.
Yeah, Hail Saban. That was his thing
Yeah.
for a little while. But anyway, yeah, they're both
David
fucking
Velvet
great.
Sky.
Yeah,
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, yeah.
yeah, they're both fucking phenomenal. So is Jay Lethal, and all three of them together. That's a bit of a dream team.
So are they with the big tall guy still?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Platinum Singh.
Platinum Senior
Yeah.
yeah. So that's like TNA X Division glory days right there.
There's
That's what
one
they
more
are.
in that stable that I'm thinking of.
Sanjay
Sanjay
Dutt,
yeah.
Platinum Singh, Jay Lethal, and then with the guns.
Yeah, gotcha.
Yeah.
Number
9. I'm at 9. Oh man, if it was,
I'm hoping to be surprised.
if this somehow was the finals for the trios tag tournament,
That's what, like, why
I'd
would
be
I?
at 10, maybe in a fucking 11 for this.
Here's where
It's 4-0.
here's where this is going.
Yeah.
I've got Motor City winning because Death Before Dishonor is happening in late September. Ring of Honor's next pay-per-view, and you do not have that pay-per-view without FTR and fucking Motor City Machine Guns co-main eventing that shit. So this is where that's going. So I've got Motor City Machine Guns winning. I'm at an 8.
That's fair.
I got it at 9. Just to see FTR versus Motor City, a glimpse of it.
Yeah. You think Motor City Machine Guns will be in the AEW video game? Because FTR,
not
DLC maybe.
I'm just
Yeah,
joking.
maybe DLC.
I don't know how to throw in the fact that FTR is not in the fucking video game, man. For why? Then there's no reason for them not to be in it. I wonder what happened there. Because they've been in the fucking company for 2 years now.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is
Yeah,
weird.
that doesn't make no sense. Because I mean,
Side note, Motor City Machine Guns are doing the tag team with Kushida, so they're calling themselves Time Machine.
Nice. I dig that.
are they
I like
from
that.
Detroit? Both of them?
Yes.
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 Not Kushida.
Oh, no. They could be.
I'm getting
Honorary.
I'm getting vibes of WrestleMania 21 with this pay-per-view where the undercard is going to be the memorable shit. Yep. FTR and Motor City Machine Guns is kicking that off. But I think the match I'm looking forward to most, spoiler alert, Ricky Starks and Powerhouse Hobbs. I'm at a fucking 10 for this. I'm ready.
That's fair.
Give
That's
it
fair.
all of that to me. Now.
Yeah.
I'm ready. Look at this.
I am ready
Dang,
for Ricky Starks to be the man. I'm ready for that. I'm ready for them to really just fucking strap a jetpack on him and send him to the moon. And this match-
Why not both?
This match, yes, yeah, no, you're right.
It's easy to
You're
look
right.
over Powerhouse
Yeah,
because we love Ricky.
No, you're right. You're right. You're 100% right. But I'm ready with Ricky right now, and I think this match is going to be the match to do that. To do that with him, it can be. It can be. I don't think it will, but it can. I think Ricky's winning. I'm at a 10 also. I love that they finally figured out what to do with Cody's old just fucking elevator entrance thing, the middle part, and they just give it to Hobbs. I like that.
Don't they use that for dates?
Do they?
No, because she comes out with the baddies.
Huh.
No, I don't think anyone's used it except now that you just mentioned that.
Yeah,
Number.
Very nice. The story is there.
You're holding back. What's keeping you from busting that all whole nut?
I don't know. I honestly, I really don't know. I'm just hesitant about that because I don't know how the match is gonna go.
Yeah.
I still don't see a lot of wrestling coming out of Stark. I'm focusing like about 4 or 5 moves that he does constantly. So once I get into that routine, if I see a match like that and it goes below 5 minutes, and I see those moves, it's like that's what's holding me back.
Also very, very green. He's got the look like he would be a star in WWE. He's got the look. He's got like the everything. He's got like from what I've seen already, a good move set, and he's got power. He's got it. But I still feel like he's like rough around the edges still. And I don't know if I don't know that I'm just getting like supporting 100% Ricky Stark. So I don't know if he's got that cachet to carry him.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all would know.
That sounds like you're at an 8 or a 9.
I'm at an 8 because I really, really want to like Ricky Stark. His promos are so captivating. I love that his little accent starts coming out when he gets more emotional. Louisiana accent starts coming out.
That last promo he did.
Yeah,
I was
like, fuck yeah. And that was after the 3-minute match or whatever. Yeah. So I was like, no.
Yeah, after that 3-minute match, I was like, God damn, I don't know how anything could be good after this. Like this show's gonna take a nosedive.
Yeah, and then
Ricky made it. Holy shit, good job, Ricky. And then Moxie's promo, holy shit. And then the main
the best part about the promo was Ricky was the first one to come out after that. And you could tell the crowd was still processing those last 10 minutes that just happened.
Yeah.
You could tell the crowd went from here
he had a assignment. He brought
that crowd back. I don't think that crowd would have stayed as hype for the main event if it weren't for Ricky cutting right now.
And that's what I mean by like with Ricky, I'm full on board. If he was like half a foot taller, he'd be a star in WWE. But just like I always said about Power,
20 pounds bigger.
Or exactly. He's just so small. He's just so tiny. But he's got a big aura, a big personality.
Yeah.
That I think that might fucking help him out and like give him over that hump. Because I still like if you put the world in right now, I'm like, not yet. No. Fucking belt's bigger than him.
FTW doing pretty well for what it was. He made that belt something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody who came out of FTW so far has been fucking like solid except Brian Cage. But even then, Brian Cage the fact that they're fumbling Brian Cage is beyond me. Like Brian Cage should have been bigger than what he got to be at AEW. That's gonna be one of the few fails of the beginning of AEW.
Yeah, that's hard though, because at that time when Brian Cage was there was still a whole lot of fucking talent.
Yeah, it was so bloated. But and this was before the influx of all like the budget cuts. You know what I mean? So like that's when that was the time to do it though. But they never had the time for him. That's what he's so like upset about. But aside from him, I mean, fucking Hook, dude. Hook is like instantly like a fan favorite. Yeah. Hobbs, everyone wants to like him. So I wish they would put Hobbs with somebody more seasoned right now, like to have a program.
It's so fucking weird that in that Team Taz, all of them were heels and all of them were different.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Starks had the charisma, Powerhouse, no pun intended, had the power, and Hook just has it. Yes, I want to say he makes something out of nothing because what he has is literally just a bag of chips and then the bell rings, he chokes you out, doesn't say shit, he's gone.
Yeah.
But that for him is it works.
Now none of y'all saw Rampage, so none of y'all saw Hook's promo on Rampage.
He spoke.
He actually spoke. And I thought, oh, fuck, don't let him speak because that's just going to take everything away. Everything that they work for, where just like doesn't care. And the interviewer, I forgot exactly what the question was or what it was about, but it was like, because it was about the 2.0. They're not 2.0 anymore. What's their names now? Whatever for the JAS.
Cool Hand Luke and Baba Ganoush or something.
Yeah. Daddy Magic, whatever. They did something apparently somewhere. I must have missed it. where they were like talking shit about Hook, and so the interviewer, the chick, I don't remember her name, she was like, "Hey, Daddy Magic and whatever, they said this and this about you. What do you think?" Yeah, I heard it. What I think? I don't really care. And then just walked away. And I was like,
Okay.
that was perfect.
Yeah.
That was perfect. So he doesn't have the, oh, I don't say
He
anything.
had backstage interviews, and he'll just be like, "Yeah," and that's it.
Yeah.
That would have been perfect. Like, what do you think? What do you think about the comments?
So
Yeah.
the follow up to that, I think, didn't they come back? They come out.
They walked up right after he walked away.
Where did he go? Where did he go?
He's like,
He's over there.
it's right there. He's literally 3 steps in front of you. Porsche says House of Black uses that middle part.
Yeah,
they use that.
So we haven't answered the question yet. Who's winning? Starks or Hobbs?
Starks.
Yeah.
Since y'all jumped the gun that quick, I'm going Powerhouse.
Okay.
Starks win is easy.
I kind of want to creep over to Powerhouse.
Starks wins easy. If you want, I want more of this.
Yeah.
And yeah,
Because
Powerhouse.
you have
None of y'all saw, right?
what's the
Finish that. I'll bring it.
what's his face? Yeah, the group.
Yes, the factory. That's what I was gonna say. The factory did something on Rampage. Powerhouse Hobbs took out, I forgot who. I think it was a jobber or whatever.
And it started from Dynamite actually.
Yeah. So on Rampage.
Comorato, solo,
Yeah. So Hobbs took out a jobber. After Hobbs took out a jobber, the factory came up on screen with QT and the rest, and they're all holding Starks. They're holding him. He was sitting down there, holding him by his neck or whatever, and he was like, "Yo, Powerhouse, I made a promise. I intend to keep it. So here you go." And like one of them, I think Solo was about to actually like fuck him up, and Solo was like, "No. I made the promise." So he took off his watch. QT said, "I made a promise." He took off his watch and put it around his fist and like, yeah, like he just fucking hit the shit out of him, and he just like fell over. And it's like, "You're welcome." And like that's it. We're like, what? So I don't know if like Hobbs is gonna join the fucking factory or.
So the original promo was Powerhouse was gonna wrestle someone from the factory was gonna wrestle Ricky Starks, and they interrupted Powerhouse's interview, trying to get Powerhouse in the group, and all Powerhouse said was, "Don't let your problem become my problem."
Yeah.
And Starks got away from him and couldn't beat him. So then Hobbs was starting to beat up on Factory because I don't know what the fuck they're doing with that. But I don't know if Hobbs, I don't want to see Hobbs join that fucking group of nobody.
Yeah. That was instantly over when he started saying that whole thing.
Yeah, it was
Arnold.
Whoa.
Got a package received that.
Arnold.
Yeah.
Danielson. Jericho. Go.
That promo helped. I don't know what it is about Jericho, but just for the last like 3 big programs, I just feel like it ain't there no more. Like he still has the talk, but I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's since the Jericho Appreciation Society thing. I don't know what it is. There's something like missing. Now can Bryan Danielson? Brandon, whatever the fuck his name is.
BB.
Yes. BD? Yeah, BDDB.
It's been 2.5 years, bro. Trump
No,
lost.
BD Baba.
He's getting it wrong. He got it wrong on Wednesday. So,
BD.
yeah.
Baba.
Can he
Cada beso.
can he bring that like out of him?
Cada vez que lo veo pasar.
So if anybody can do it, I think D. Brady can do it. Brie Danielson?
The American Dragon.
Yeah. Ricky Steamboat.
And his cameo in House of Dragons next week.
I'm at a 7 for this match. There's just something about Jericho that just isn't hitting the way it used to. Maybe it's just because his age is finally catching up with him. Like, and I feel like he's
in better shape.
I feel like he's trying to just play the hits.
Yeah.
Because he's not really reinventing himself. He's going back through his old gimmicks. Like he's Lionheart, and he's going to be Lionheart.
Yeah.
We saw the Painmaker a couple weeks ago. I think this is his farewell tour where he plays the hits and that's it. And I'm okay with it.
You joke because you don't have that many hits?
No. Daniel Bryan needs to win, man. Oh, yeah. Bryan Danielson, whatever.
Daniel Bryan.
The mother of dragons, whatever his name is. You!
6. Ooh. I'm sorry, guys. This reeks of WWE.
Okay.
I see 2 WWE guys in the
You can't start with calling an ROH guy earlier in the show and then calling him a WWE guy. Like, Bryan Danielson is one or the other.
Is it the Jericho? Is it the sports entertainer gimmick? Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Like
I'm done with it.
It's a little too on the nose now because, like I was talking about earlier, it's like they need to drop all this shit of comparing themselves to WWE because WWE is actually good. You can't make fun of them and be a hater when they're actually thriving because it just makes you look fucking weak and like a bully. So get rid of that.
How
Get rid
many
of that.
wins has everyone else? How many wins has 2.0 gotten since they've been in sports entertainment?
Probably none.
Who gives
And I don't give a fuck about 2.0.
Oh, yeah. I'm just waiting for this to be done.
Daddy Magic is kind of okay during promos and shit, but I don't give a fuck about Cool Hand Luke and what their actual team name is. And,
The best thing that's come out of the JAS is us just being reassured how good of a wrestler Daniel Garcia is.
Yeah.
You did nothing for him as sports entertainment was.
Yeah,
Like,
and I care more about NFJ right now.
Talking people up.
And she's only done it for a couple of weeks. Yeah. Okay, I'll make it easier on you. I don't watch Chris Jericho for the wrestling.
Yeah.
So I don't want to watch him. I don't want to watch Danielson get wasted in a match like Chris Jericho. We should have had Danielson versus Garcia 2 out of 3 falls at All Out.
Yeah.
Instead of giving us.
I'm bummed that I missed that match. I didn't see it.
oh, that was
Given what I've heard, that probably would have been better than the trios match.
He
So I don't know.
tapped Brian out for the first fall.
It was very, very
So
good.
he was already 2-0.
Dude, the promo when they talked about it had me a 100% Daniel Garcia. Like Daniel Garcia is like I'm like coming back. He's a friend of a friend. Like one of my friends is very good friends with him.
Mm-hmm.
She's a photographer. Like and they're really really good friends. So I've been like watching his like climb, and I'm just like okay, cool. So he was in the NXT like the fucking era, or whatever, when there was no fans or anything. He had like a match in there. And I'm just like, oh, okay, that's the kid, whatever. And I'm just like, I fucking really like this guy. But like, they need to do, I've been saying, they need to do a better job of making me like him. And this was it so far. This is him just bearing his soul. Like, we were crying on Monday talking about like, this is like, I did it for the 10-year-old kids and watching, that I was when I used to see Daniel Bryan basically. And like, like that's the story. That's you got that. They should pay that off. But it's Jericho and like, I don't care.
Make Garcia the ref or something.
Yeah.
Something.
Yeah, make him where he chooses.
In the sports entertainment world, we have guest referees. Danny, you're it.
And that whole storyline is about Danny. It's like they're fighting over custody of Danny.
Yeah.
Danny on a pole, man. That's what this means.
Danny on a forklift.
Yeah.
Oh my god. I got that son.
All right.
Who's winning?
I have Jericho.
Oh,
Okay.
Shenanigans. I mean, if you want to keep up the sports entertainment thing, Shenanigans win or Daniel Garcia. You thought JS forever.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
And I am not a wrestler. I'm a sports entertainer.
Yeah.
Danny in a shark cage.
Yeah, Shark Cage didn't work too well.
No,
You can't open the door and then you just squeeze it.
Yeah. Jungle Boy versus Christian.
Hector.
I got it at an 8, and it's almost a Jungle Boy.
I'm going to agree with the number, but I'm going to disagree with why. Christian's been running his mouth, and I want to see Christian try to cash that check, and I wonder if he can. Because we just talked about Jericho and how he's just not hitting the same. Can Christian? Because I loved when Christian left WWE and went to TNA and was fucking Christian Cage and fucking lit TNA on fire.
I remember you telling me that.
Now he came into AEW. He was going to outwork everybody to become a manager.
Yeah.
And then he had this big fucking swerve where he worked everybody.
Yeah.
Great. Show it to me in the ring now. Give me what I want. which is you being badass in the ring. I want to see it, and maybe this will be the match where we actually pull that out of him.
No.
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 Is it because it's not there to be pulled?
No, not
no.
that at all.
The story is not even.
Can I ruin it for you?
Yes, ruin me, Daddy.
Yeah. Christian's working it.
Christian's working it.
Yeah. He's
Yeah?
gonna cash that check that he wrote with his mouth. He's gonna take it to the bank of Luchasaurus.
Yes.
Luchasaurus has not touched Christian at all in this. He's turning on Jungle Boy.
So a
That's the
double turn, like
Yeah.
he's turned and then went back and now he's
Yeah.
going back again.
Yeah.
That's too many. That's too many big
I've
shows,
been
dude.
doing this for
That's
20
too
years.
much.
I'm
That's too much.
3 steps
All
ahead
it's
of
his
you.
tail that's hitting
It's
him.
worked everyone.
Oh, he's doing the whip
Yeah.
around. Yeah.
Worked everyone. I've been
Only
doing
has
this
to
for
work.
decades. You just fell for it.
All
Chump.
right.
Dead like your daddy. Chump.
Damn.
Arnold.
My dad's actually dead. So,
That was the worst transition of all transitions.
It's okay.
Dad.
It's-
Arnold, whose dad's dead.
It's okay. His mom's dead. It's fine.
There we go. Yeah.
Equality.
And Abel's in the middle. Let's kick his ass.
Crystal's knocked out. Who's there? Not your dad. Look at this. I was saying.
Damn.
We went straight Dark Order there. Woo. Hector, who's your daddy? Nah.
That one's Vicky.
Probably. You lucky fuck.
Arnold. I was so honestly.
Give me a number.
7.
Okay.
Because this match would have been a 10 if it happened a month ago. I think it just took too long.
Okay.
They took to like when it first happened, oh shit, and then when the Luchasaurus thing, okay, cool, and then he just kept talking shit. Christian, this is the best mic work I've seen Christian ever have,
Okay.
and dude, I've been watching Christian for fucking 20 some odd years.
Not in TNA though.
No, I don't know what a Christian Cage is. I know what a Christian. Oh, like, is this Christian Cage here too?
Yeah.
Whatever.
You
I don't know
know
what.
Cage now?
Yeah, I don't know what a TNA Christian Cage is, and if this is what he was in TNA, then holy shit, I missed that.
So far, character wise and talking wise, this heel. Yeah, this heel TNA is him.
Oh,
It's even the same music.
Really?
He's using the TNA music.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
So then I think I would have loved Christian Cage.
He has the beat of Evanescence.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's an instrumental of Evanescence.
Yeah.
Taking on me.
Yeah. So if this match had just happened already, I would have been like, fuck yeah. But now it's like, damn, my ears ring. So like now that it's taking a little bit longer, I think they lost a big oomph to it. Now I'm like, oh yeah, that's right, they're feud. I forgot they were feuding. So yeah.
We have Dynamite and Rampage live next week. So I'm pretty sure one of these is going to happen on one of these 3 shows. House of Black against Sting, Darby, and Miro.
So you think you're saying that match is going to happen the weekly shows or at
Either of the 3.
Okay.
Either of the 3.
If it happens at All Out, is that what you're asking? What's our number if it happens at All Out?
If it happens in general.
Okay. 8.5. And it really all depends. I could go up to a 10. I could go down to a 7. It all depends on like how it actually happens. If just on Dynamite we open the show and it's them 6 and like that's it.
Okay, All Out.
If it's All Out because there's more added to it this week, I might be at a 9 or a 10. Just depending on what comes of it. I really, really want to see where Miro is going with this whole pagans thing. And he was bit in the face. Sting was bit in the face. And Julia was bit in the face. And Buddy was bit in the face. Julia and Buddy wound up joining. Miro and Sting not. So is this them working the long con?
Or
and
not yet.
Yeah, they're eventually going to go ahead and do the turn, and that's just going to leave Darby out in the wind. Or for some reason, are Miro and Sting immune, or does it only work a couple of times, not every time, and he just got to do it? Like, what's going on?
That's lame.
I know. I need more.
Or if we go full Lucha Underground, and Sting was the god all along.
I need more exposition. I need more. That's all I'm saying. I need more exposition. Something else needs to be done. Now, if we keep going with the pagan killer, pagan hunter, fuck, I'm down with Miro being the pagan hunter. I love it. I love the idea.
I would say
Pac was bad on, but he just became angry.
Stop.
It was blind.
Yeah.
I would say 7. And for as much as we just hyped up Sting, dude, I don't want to see Sting wrestle anymore. Wait. Like that's enough. Like Darby's cool, dude. You're gonna be paralyzed in like 5 years. Like I'm enjoying the ride. Like,
No, he's gonna be paralyzed in a week. Did you see him in his Jeep jump over his house?
And land in a bus.
How are you alive? So yeah,
He's gonna be Jimmy Lake Matt Hardy.
Jeff Hardy saying, I'm
No,
extreme.
I'm extreme. He's our generation Jake Roberts.
Yeah.
Not enough drugs in the world kill that man. Not enough damage in the world to kill Darby.
keep it dark. Him and Draws are gonna have a fucking shootout one day. Damn.
Murder ball.
Yeah.
Oh man, he's gonna join Big E.
Yeah.
Oh.
Strong with you. I know that was the line. Too actual. No, but Biggie, whoa. So, yeah, but Miro, dude, Miro needs something big, because I still maintain Miro's been a big disappointment in AEW.
Miro's the one that beats Malachi.
The idea of Miro is there, but the execution has been nil. They have not done shit good with him. Even though he was a fucking champion, I didn't care. Like, I love his storyline. I love his God.
His feud with God is what's keeping him relevant.
Yeah.
He needs something in the ring to keep him relevant. To match what he's doing.
So like him going at it with like any one of the members from like
Dark Order. Or no, the House of Black.
Dude, if we get Miro versus Buddy Matthews on Dynamite,
dude, the chingazos of that match.
yeah.
Or him and Big Beefy fucking Brody. God damn it.
Oh.
You see him just talking about Julia.
Yeah, dude. And then, but
This is how I do Lana.
Yeah.
Like,
but him and Alistair Black is a match I want to see.
I
Whatever. Fucking Malachi.
have that match at an 8,
Yeah.
and I have CJ Perry actually coming in.
He's been mentioning her a lot.
The only reason I say that is because Julia Hart did a promo a couple of weeks back with Miro.
Oh
and
yeah, she showed up.
and she touched him. And
Yeah.
he's like, nobody touches me other than
My
my
wife.
wife.
My wife.
Yeah.
Overall, all out.
Fuck, I thought it was
9.
a long pay-per-view.
We still haven't gone over who could possibly be in this ladder match.
What's the ladder match for? Just
Casino ladder match for title shot at the AW World title.
but what's hanging?
Casino chip.
Yeah.
The casino.
they always have that
Oh,
big.
yeah.
It's a prop. It's just a prop.
Oh, imagine like John Cena holding up the.
Yeah,
the
yeah. No, it's just a prop.
Okay, who is that? Have they announced
no.
the minute?
No.
All right, I'm gonna
Oh.
ask this.
We also don't know if we're going to have a ROH World Title match, which I want to touch on. But go ahead.
So apparently this happened a couple of weeks ago. So I have to ask this. John Cena's dad was ringside at one of these episodes of Dynamite or
Yes.
Rampage.
Yes.
Yeah.
Do you think AEW reaches competition if they sign John Cena?
Oh.
No.
Oh man, that's so
He
hard
was
to
just
say.
at Vince McMahon's birthday dinner. Ain't nothing.
The only reason I'm gonna pull the Paul Heyman. The only reason John Cena was celebrating Vince McMahon's birthday is because The Rock said no.
The Rock is like, you almost fucked me over with the XFL.
I know.
Well, this isn't a canon.
Yeah.
This is a what if,
Yeah.
right?
Oh, what if
So what if?
the Peacemaker?
What? Yeah.
It's not just.
Oh my God! If it's the
Only
intro,
if he enters the way he does the intro.
yeah.
I got one. I got through one episode of that, so I could. It was
Really?
Oh
It
man.
was too wacky for me.
Oh,
I
I
was
love
like,
it. It's so wacky.
You didn't like Snake Eyes?
I didn't like it. Like I was like,
All
I
right.
wanted, and it sucks. I wanted to like it. I was
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
No.
Did you feel embarrassed watching
Yeah.
it in front of Beyonce?
Yes,
That
that's
what it
exactly
was?
what. She's like, this is stupid.
Ah,
I'm like,
yeah.
this is stupid. I got nothing.
Yeah.
I got nothing. No, I
Cena was perfect for it.
Yeah.
Yeah. But what if Cena were to show up in AEW? I'm feeling my knee jerk reaction is it's when Hogan and Bischoff and everybody showed up in TNA because TNA had a role. And yeah, TNA got some WWE guys that helped them.
Yeah.
Kurt Angle, Christian, so and so. And they worked, and it was perfect, and it struck a good balance.
Yeah, yeah.
But then once Hogan showed up,
Yeah.
So this isn't Hogan going to WCW. This is
No.
Hogan going to Impact.
Yeah.
yeah, Hogan going to Impact.
I think Cena signing is Hogan going to WCW.
No.
No, I think it'd be more like Hogan going to Impact.
What would his name be?
He owns his name.
Yeah, he's,
That's his name.
he's just John Cena.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
thought McMahon.
No,
was it.
his
that's his
first
birth
name is John Cena.
Yeah.
His dad that was ringside is
He
John
owns it.
Cena Sr.
And he owns the
He's
copyright to it. He's
Yeah.
John Cena and everything on movies and
Yeah.
on TV. Yeah.
Yeah, he's John Cena Jr. technically. But yes.
Hijo de Cena.
El señor invisible.
Woo.
He's been vacant all the time.
Somebody multi-time champion right there.
Yeah.
Multi-time women's champion.
Grand slam of all companies and shit.
Oh goddamn. Okay, I realistically though, who would you think it would be? Because now you have to think about. Now there's actual like free agent. Like, oh, hold on, no, because he'll go back to WWE because Triple H is in charge. Now it's not a slam dunk. Okay, Bray Wyatt's gonna join be in the Impact Zone or whatever. There's no.
I mean, there's a bunch of rumors that Bray is now
WWE.
signed with WWE.
Yeah. So like, if it's the casino ladder match, you have somebody. The Joker's always like a debut, although the past like 3 Jokers have been jobbing in like a week or 2 after they debut, or sometimes they don't even.
The last good one was the return of Hangman.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
because Ruby was like, what the fuck happened to Ruby? Like who you think who's out there that could be there should be the hot new signing? Because before you get answer that, if Gargano hadn't come back this week, they would be dude.
Yeah,
Gargano would not saying it would be him. There would be at least chatter.
Yeah.
And how smart was WWE to bring them back the week that they're in fucking Cleveland, so it eliminates all the Gargano chants.
And see the thing, the perfect word that you mentioned there is chatter.
Yeah.
I haven't seen any chatter about the casino battle royal at all, and that makes me think that they're not actually planning something big for somebody to be a surprise
You
entrant.
saw Rampage. There was supposed to be some backstage, some like unseen footage of Punk after the match. What was it?
It was Punk on the trainer's table talking about the foot, and he was like, the trainer was like, "Hey, what did it feel like?" I don't know. It was a really weird feeling, but it kind of felt like nothing. He goes, "It felt like nothing." Yeah, it doesn't feel like anything. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's what it felt like when I first broke it too. So that's what's really scary. It feels like nothing. Okay, well, we'll check it out. That was it.
Probably not.
Probably nothing.
I don't know. We'll see. But I mean, dude, what if it is MJ?
It has
If
to
it's
be.
MJF,
Yeah, it's gotta be.
It's gotta be.
You have 2 rings and a chip.
yeah. But see, man, that's
Prop
just
collector.
so much fucking fantasy booking because I mean, was it a work? Was it a shoot? Was it a shoot and they fucking buried the hatchet and brought him back because of the backstage meeting that they had? Like, I don't know, man. Like,
All right, MJF's off the table. Who you want winning this casino ladder match?
It's for
For a title
opportunity.
shot at
Basically,
AEW.
you're Mr. Money in the Bank, basically, right?
Kingston?
I was thinking that Kingston takes it from Mox.
I don't even like Kingston.
Sammy?
No.
No.
God, no.
Zayn? Sami Zayn?
Kingston or Hangman are the only 2 people I can think of that right now would be a.
But Hangman, you already have like Hangman booked into 2 other matches.
Now, is it a AEW World Title shot or is it an ROH World Title shot or either?
It's AEW.
Okay.
They broke the banner out of that one.
Did it take
Who's a free agent right now?
age out of that one?
But I'm saying,
Who's somebody we haven't seen in a while?
Mojo.
oh,
Samoan Joseph, yeah.
but I thought he was ROH.
He is.
also elite. He's also on AEW.
Okay.
You can mix those spots.
Samoa
Gresham?
Joe and Gresham's not going back to AEW.
No.
Samoa Joe and John Moxley. Whoa.
Yeah.
That would be.
I'm sure.
Because
No.
Ethan Page.
Maybe.
Huh.
That'd be interesting.
Ethan Page.
So we don't know,
You have
but
to open with this then because there's no to it.
so
So what do you end the show with? Trios?
Yeah.
That's what, dude. It's a Chicago crowd. That's what they've been begging for since AEW started as the trio title. Yeah,
They're gonna be chanting CM Punk all
they
the
are. They are.
all week.
Oh God. Okay. Well,
How many of those
last time
shows
we
are you
had-
going to? Huh? How many of those shows are you going to? Fuck it.
When was the last time we had this?
snipped. I ain't walking nowhere.
This kind of a reaction to a AEW pay-per-view, like, oh,
All Out last year.
Really?
No, All Out COVID.
well, yeah. That, I almost started not counting.
Because remember, just keep in mind, if y'all are fantasy booking for MJF to suddenly be in the title match, this will be the second All Out in 3 years that MJF wrestles John Moxley for the world title.
Really?
Yes. Remember he campaigned for a title shot?
Wait.
And
I
he,
thought
and
he
he
was-
was number one
was that his
contender.
only loss?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then Wardlow was his next out. No, and then Punk, and then Wardlow. But yeah, MJF has already got a title shot at All Out before.
All right. Let's move subject because we're really scratching our brains here and we've stalled out.
Yeah.
But I want to bring up something. The main event for Rambache last night. Yeah, that is gonna stick.
Pick up this.
Yeah.
Alright,
too much
I've been
water.
holding it in for so long. Got it yet.
All right, I'll make it quick. The way that match ended made me wonder whether or not it was a work or a botch.
What was the main event?
It was the natural Dustin Rhodes versus Claudio Castagnoli for the ROH World Title. So Claudio shoots him off of the rope, and he was going to do the thing where you leapfrog, but either he didn't leapfrog high enough, and Dusty's head went right into his nuts. And
Ricola!
Yeah. What's his name? Arn Anderson got up on the apron and was like telling Dustin, capitalize, do it now. And then he was kind of woozy because he hit his head. And then he was like, no, not this way. I'm not gonna do it like that from hitting him in the nuts. And then uppercut roll up 1, 2, 3. Claudio retains.
Oh,
So I don't know if this was a work or not. I thought it was a botch at first.
my Rampage is tape.
I know.
So if they bought it, they would have fixed that shit.
They would have fixed it, and they went and have replayed it, and replayed it. And something else, do you know, well, I know, you know, Simon from What Culture, the guy that gives ups.
Yeah.
He said that this was something that was done by Dustin back in WCW.
Yeah.
And he was like, oh, it's nice to see him bring back that spot, and it's not a spot that I've seen very, very often since then, and I'd like to see that more.
Basically, like, no, I'm not going to win this way.
No, with that actual spot, with him accidentally hitting him in the nuts. You know, with the leapfrog botch. I thought it was really interesting.
Well, what do you want that title to be defended in ROH pay-per-view?
Yeah.
Yeah, but you know, are there ROH pay-per-views right now? No.
Then don't want to happen like last month.
Yeah, but
So,
that was like the
30
last
minutes?
one that they had booked. So
No, was it? I thought they only scheduled the one in Dallas.
I don't know.
They
But
didn't have
yeah,
another one. But
I mean, their booking is inconsistent with pay-per-views. So
true.
Yeah.
They're like what TNA used to be back in the day.
yeah.
Wasn't the pay-per-view shows every Thursday?
Oh yeah.
I did, you know what I like a nit to pick with AEW and actually NXT 2.0 does it too. Stop naming your weekly shows. It's fucking weird. Like just call it that Dynamite Rage in the Cage. Like I don't like that shit. Like
The
House
tussle
of-
by the puzzle.
Wait,
yeah.
by the lake.
Wait,
Wait,
like this is dumb. Like where did that come from? Did WCW do that or something?
I don't know.
I
I don't know.
always equivalent with WCW. I know it's cheap, but like a lot of their shit they get. I mean, you know, from there.
I don't know.
Because it's mostly for when it comes to AEW,
localize
it's
it,
because of the network.
Is it?
Yeah.
They want like name brand shit. I guess. Makes sense. Because WWE has a pay-per-view every month, so like they build around that. But goddamn, there was a point in time where like 3 separate weeks in a row there was a different name for something.
Yeah.
And one of them was a part 2 of the other.
Yeah,
Like,
Fighter Fest 2, and the Quake, and and all that shit. Yeah.
Because I know for NXT, that's what's replacing Takeover.
Oh, really?
What?
The names?
Yeah.
That's what's replacing Takeover.
The last special show was Heat Wave. They took it from ECW.
And they're doing that on their weekly
On
shows?
the weekly shows, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Halloween Havoc was
That
an actual.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I noticed. I noticed the
Yeah.
AEW and 2.0 do that. They'll do like naming a weekly show. I'm like, you're dumb. Like I don't like that. I was like, dude, it's not a fucking, you know.
Porsche, they got it from Southpaw Regional Wrestling.
Mess with the butchers.
That was a good show,
Yeah.
WrestleMania weekend
Yeah.
when the Impact did it.
Yeah, that old school show.
Yeah.
All right. Is that it? Do we have a show?
It sounds like we got everything.
Well then, adios, my friends. Keep it classy. Thank you for tuning in. Woo! I don't know how long we'll be back. Eventually.
Okay.
I like the. If we could do them on a like not every Sunday, but like when we do them on a Sunday.
Man, shut. The only reason you're here is because the Texas played on Thursday. That's the only reason why you're here.
Don't even ask me.
Yeah, I know, right?